All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Spring 2022 Purdue in-house tournament. The gamers are focused in, so there is no hype on the horizon unless they all listen to me and start yelling and screaming.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, well, I am Ethan Jolteon, club president for Student at Purdue. You know me well, I hope, and if not, this is me. This is my treasurer and fellow co-founder Isabel.
Hi friends, it's Mizuno here. Welcome to the 5th edition. This is the 5th time we've done this.
Yeah.
I've been here for every single one of them as the last remaining co-founder of this club, so it's definitely a little bittersweet, but I am incredibly excited to have all these matches commence. And the team names are also probably the big highlight out of all of this.
As always.
So it's pretty exciting, yeah.
All right, so without further ado, let's jump into it. So who are we seeing up first on the stage?
We got Precision Molluscuted, short or PMU, versus, I hate this name so much, 3.84 times 10 to the power of 2 gals. Yes, this is a real team name.
96 times 4 is 382, and this team in some of the warm-ups has run 496 gals, and so we'll have to see whether or not they actually do that today.
Didn't they pull that out for Stone's Muscle Forge?
They did during the practice, and so I don't know if they're going to do it again. It's very intimidating. We'll have to see.
Yeah, because they're all really good at gals, funnily enough, and they're all drafted as such, so that's going to be quite exciting.
I don't know how PMU's roster is going to stack up with it, because they have the capability to play a lot of range, but the 96 gal is already a staple midline weapon, so I wonder how they're going to react to the fact that they might have to deal with that.
I think the answer is Aster of ITAP fame. He'll probably pull out some nasty gimmick. I see like what's the hat that is like super tall and brown?
The Mountie hat?
Yeah, that one.
Everybody's favorite.
I saw it briefly. That isn't that for gear? The YouTuber gear?
No, that's an LDE hat.
Or the LDE hat, got it. So either way.
He's ready to play zones. All good zoners know LDE comes in clutch when you start going down, giving you more paint, more recovery, all that good stuff. So he has his thinking cap on.
Let's
all right.
Commence.
The good lucks, have funs go around. We are starting on Splat Zones, Muscle Forge Fitness, sending Precision Mollusk Unit PMU against the gals. I'm not going to say all of that.
And
They're doing it! All right, ready, go! Zones, Muscle Forge, we are off to the races, and it looks like Gal Armor's living up to his name with the 2 mains, a special charge up.
You already hear the room bustling because of this reaction. This wasn't made aware. Students have been practicing the past week and a half or so.
FFX has already popped the armor to get them into the zone, and it's been changed by Gal Armor. Dino escaping with the Luna for joining with Aster and zoning them out with the Luna. The Luna's very good for breaking the armor due to the blast radius, but they have to get him in. Booyah Bomb coming from Plan V, pushing them all back. What are they going to do in response to this?
I'm just so excited to see how long this gal thing is going to go. What a great kill by the armor there. I'm not sure who has that IGN armor. I'm not quite sure.
Our armor is Joey. His tradition is to go with the special he spams, and he is doing that for sure now. Already pumping out another armor, and we have firm control of the zone for gals.
Blizzard getting a really clean kill there on the Luna, which is, the Luna, excuse me. But we see Plan B's Dynamo coming in, and
she's not entirely focusing the zone, though. She's looking for kills, and she's going to pay the price as Armor sweeps in to take advantage. Look at that special charge out. Good grief. Getting another kill on Aster on the squeezer. That's what it was. We were thinking he was going to be funny, but he was not. He keeps the train going, and Armor is moving.
Right, and we just keep seeing these like 2 to 3 down situations here for PMU, and they're gonna have to address this soon as this momentum is just going through.
Good zone up by Plan B, but it's not enough to take the zone. Armor still in firm control.
Right, exactly, and Plan B's Dynamo is going to be crucial in maintaining some of this control against the range.
The pressure gave them the retake, but now they have to keep it. One down. Are they going to be able to get anything more of it? Oh, finding one. Aster gets him.
Aster bringing out the squeeze, I think, was a good call against all the range that the gals are bringing to the table. So hopefully it'll pay off here.
Well, the problem is Squeezer can't necessarily paint too well when compared to a Gal, so we're gonna have to see how his teammates can take advantage of that.
We see Dino putting in a little bit of pressure on the bridge here, which I like as a good pick
Well,
for
somebody
those greats.
he saw. There's somebody bottom right. We see the armor trails going out. They're all converging bottom right. This could be the comeback that they need.
Right, and here comes a Booyah too.
Good bomb from Dino. Oh, but he gets picked off. Nice. One more left. Where are they?
3 down, and a pincer is coming.
Yeah, the
Delayed
crowd
wipe.
goes wild for that, as do the players. And let's see what Astro does with these bubbles that he has now.
That delayed wipe is crucial for PMU's comeback on the zone here.
The momentum is still in the favor of PMU. The armor coming out. They take it the lead. 1 point lead.
Everyone's calling out for the zone here
They
because
keep it going.
this cap is crucial for maintaining momentum for the rest of the match. You can hear the callouts being screamed over the commentators. I can't even tell if I'm talking
Gals
or not.
have to go now. It's now or never, and it seems like they're starting to make it a now. Oh, but the Luna, they've zoned.
Any zoners in
Last
chat?
desperate attempt by Yum and Blizzard. And PMU takes game 1 in a solid comeback push.
And you already hear Aster overcoming literally everyone else's callouts. I literally can't even hear myself speak.
That's the energy we want to see, and we hope that'll keep continuing throughout. Hopefully it's not blowing out the ears of the people in chat on the live stream.
Yeah, we apologize, chat, in advance. Well, that was a very unfortunate loss for the Galaroonies. They wish to be called that as well. That's their team nickname.
Well, no matter how many names they have, they're going to have to start playing more weapons than they have names. Because it didn't seem like the solo Gal strat worked out. And let's see if they can use something else more advantageous on Rainmaker Snapper.
Yes, a classic. ITAP is all too familiar with this one.
Thank you, Jack.
Thanks, Jack. Shoutouts to Toasty of IPL fame for helping us with a production. He's basically a one-man show, and
Couldn't do it without him for sure.
yeah, pretty much couldn't do without him.
Well, let's talk about Toasty's teammate on Rolling Squids, Yumta, the backline of Extreme Fame. So, we have a Rainmaker, which is a perfect map mode combo for backlines. Lots of stingrays and missiles come out. Do you think that she's going to go for a jet, or is she going to bring out the charger that she's famously cracked on?
I would love Yumta of Rolling Squids fame to bring out an E-leader. That's my hope, because her E-leader...
E-leader on Rainmaker?
I know, but...
Even I don't usually do that.
I know. She
Yeah.
doesn't? She doesn't play...
It's hard.
Okay, I would
Lots
like
of
to see...
pressure.
I would like to see at some point throughout the night, but to
You'll
your
get the
point...
later matchup.
To your point, I think it's easier to run Jet, and she has run Jet in the past, C-Jet, that being. I think that would be more beneficial to the team comp, and also to help against objective when their opponents are pushing in onto their street or the right court area. I think it would just be more advantageous overall.
Well, I suppose that we'll see whether or not it happens. All of the players are locked in, ready to go. 5 seconds, and this gives us some time for thoughts about who's going to win overall.
Okay, this was the first match was a relatively close set still. It's not like PMU had complete and total dominance over Gal. I think this is still anyone's game, especially since this is a play all three twist stage.
Looks pretty similar. The sploosh coming out. More normal comp, but still guns ready, go for Snapper Rainmaker. And we see the bamboo on Yum, very good. The longest range weapon here, only the Flingza can contest.
You're missing the Gal.
Gals can't really contest bamboos.
Really?
No, bamboo has a longer range. It takes missed shots, but bamboo can pressure out fast enough that it doesn't really matter.
I am misunderstood then. We already see Aster with the sploosh jumping at the chance to rush the Rainmaker here. No surprises there.
Aster's been really taking the lead on making callouts, but Yum is positioned with the bamboo. Has to drop, but is still alive and keeping pressure on. Sent out those missiles and are taking a good spot. Ooh, chipped.
I don't know how Yumta is still alive at this point with some of that Rainmaker pressure, but oh, this is a little bit dangerous though.
Aster's just been playing it patient and waiting.
Almost
Aster
tried to
does not
trick
make
them.
it.
tried to trick.
F of X holding down the fort, and now extremely on the back foot for PMU. 2 down, 2 resetting. What will Gals do?
It looks like Yumta is setting up on street. Hopefully we'll see a counter push of similar fashion to PMU's. We likely see that happening here.
Close to the missiles for Yum as well. Those are going to be an important pushing push. But here comes the sploosh. Rainmaker goes down. Sploosh stamping.
They pick up the Rainmaker again.
Yumta not in a good position for that. Double missile coming out from PMU, but the Rainmaker still goes down to Blizzard.
Right, and this pressure is a little dangerous for the Gals here because they just haven't been able to get the Rainmaker out of their side of the map.
Now Blizzard's working on it. Let's see where he goes. Drops it for a reset. Very smart, getting that positioning back in, but doesn't seem to be working out because another player goes down on their side.
There's a lot of green on the map here, which is going to be crucial for map control for the rest of the match, as we're just a little over halfway on this match. Let's see how Gals are going to respond to this pressure and map control.
FFX pushing up, loses the armor to a bomb, retreats to keep paint control, and checks out the right side. Bomb rush ready. You moving up. Aster being pretty sneaky. Oh, here comes the stamp. Gets F of X. Throws it. Does not get a second, but all the damage is done. Aster's waiting for his next chance to strike.
Basically, this is just a waiting game to see who strikes first. And it looks like...
Aster making the call to pick and move. Plan B seems to be stuck. Blizzard moves in, gets the pick. Retreats from the Luna.
Now, this might be a momentum shift here for the Gals. Let's see what they make of it.
Yeah, missiles coming out. No, missiles are not going out. Blizzard just opts to take up directly instead of shoot the missiles out. Might be a bit of a time savings, but Aster drops in, saves the push.
Once again, we're back in this neutral situation here. How long are the Gals going to stay at this kind of neutral situation?
If you didn't hear from Aster, it's 3-on-2. Shouting across the room. Yumta holding it down. Now has armor, able to push up and be a bit more aggressive. Getting a pick, very nice. That's what they need. Yumta grabbing to keep them pressure up.
This might be Gal's chance, actually, with the roller misplay dropping down.
Misplay for sure. Luna being protected by the 96.
This is a very important...
Oh, good pick by the Luna, ballering in to be safe. Good pop. And Dino's got all the room he could use, but it's no use. Trade, and warm-up comes out on top.
Man, that could have been the push. The PMU was down by 2, and Street was just almost cleared. But
Huge
Dino's
hero play.
Luna...
Huge hero play.
But Dino's Luna just completely ruined those plans, and now they're back to square one.
Yumta kind of stuck in the left side here. Blizzard pulling out missiles to get that Rainmaker shaken up.
We see some people reacting on the sidelines with this pressure. 2 down on the side of the Gals, and they're on the back foot once again.
Is Aster going to keep going, though? He could definitely just sit and wait in this side. And 10 missiles don't make it any more encouraging for him to move forward.
Oh,
He does die to the 10 missiles.
Ooh, that's an unfortunate play here, though.
Yeah, good double team by PMU to keep this push going. One jump in. Paint is in their favor. Dino's moving up and getting underneath. Uh-oh, that bomb gets him.
PMU is set to just pretty much stall at this position.
Yeah, Aster
for the
making
rest
the
of the
call
match.
to stall, and that's a smart one. Plan B is hunkered in. Armor goes down.
Plan B slithering through the
Ooh.
ink and managed to escape.
Makes it up. Oh, does not make it up the side.
Blizzard with a hero play.
This is the
and
last
stopping the
chance, I
Rainmaker.
think, for the Galaroonies.
The Galaroonies. I love that nickname so much. Warmuck is very much stuck in the ink here. Not going to last very long.
Does not make it to jump out. All right. Overtime is all that stands between the Galaroonies and keeping it alive for game 3. That's flat bomb. Oh, my goodness.
These flat
FFX
bombs
needs to
are...
be careful.
Or Keller. Oh my gosh, that almost just ended the game right
3v3.
there. Here comes missiles. Those missiles are going to be crucial in starting and initiating this push here for the Gals. How much longer are they going to last?
All PMU has to do is build up their specials and keep them from moving forward anymore.
Oh, but that Luna pressure
Luna-
is going to
no.
drop down any second
Oh,
now. Here they
oh.
come.
Yeah.
And
There we go. Good hero plays from the Luna, moving in when all odds seemed grim, getting that in. And so that is the set for PMU. And now let's see if they can make it a sweep.
Wow, those lockouts from PMU were pretty intense. And some of those hero plays by the Luna and the K-Shot were impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're laughing about over there, but Famous last words. Uh-oh. All right, last one of the play all 3 set for round 1. Clam Blitz Humpback. So this one is going to be definitely a lot more team-oriented due to the nature of the mode here. Callouts are going to be pretty crucial, but it's kind of difficult to make those in this environment where we don't have mixers and everyone is just shouting
That's
over
part
each
of
other.
the fun. You've got to be motivated. It seems like the motivation of PMU is definitely carrying them through this so far. So we'll have to see if that makes some trend.
Yeah, I don't see the whole quad gals coming back out here, but let's see. I wonder if there's going to be a couple of splooshes running around.
I don't think so. On Humpback Clams, a lot of the attention is very funneled and focused because you have to push into a central area.
Right.
I think that the backline weapons that get picked are going to be more important. Plan B is probably going to rotate back to the Dynamo, but I wonder what Yumta is going to be playing to compensate. Because backlines are the only things standing in the way of hard pushes to the basket.
Now, I wonder if Dino's also going to bring out another Luna. I know he's been practicing it on Rising Hope's roster a bit. I believe they've been working on that. Am I correct in saying that?
It is an option indeed, but we don't know what they're going to be doing. Plan B is giving me some eyebrows. She's got some tricks up her sleeve, some devilish plot going.
All right, it looks like everyone is all readied up.
I'm watching.
Believe it or not, Gaisicle is actually in attendance for an event.
I'm watching.
Believe it or not.
Luna play.
Yep.
He's not on camera.
You can hear him over there off to the side.
Squeezer sucks on muscles.
Yeah, I just didn't want to.
He's shouting his own opinions, just doing his own
also,
thing. It's
like,
fine.
The bubbles fly off the floor.
Yeah,
Who knows? Maybe I'll see Gaisicle on the mic at some point tonight.
Gaisicle schooling Astrum about his choices. So we'll have to have that in a team discussion later. For now, it's time for the third map mode of the set. Clam Blitz, Humpback Pump Track. See who gets the groceries. Luna again, and a tent from Aster. Oh boy, and double gal with the Explo.
I was just gonna
For the
say, I
gals.
did not expect an Explo, but Explo is actually a pretty nice pick here because of all the slopes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so I'm glad to see that Yumta's bringing that out.
Let's
And the
see.
tent from Aster pulling a funny here. Thinks he's the Gaisicle, but
Well, hopefully. Even on the land, getting bombed by the tent shield. So tragic.
I think we're gonna be hearing just Aster complaining about his tent shield for the next 5 minutes.
I know exactly what set Aster's running to. It's going to be very funny. Should he get a push going in the elbow with the bubbles? Oh, Luna coming in, but gets shut down by the tag team.
This is a very nice setup that the gals actually have right now with the Explosher
The
sitting
setup
right
is
in
nice, but the clam economy is not. Tent moving in to take that. They don't have a power. Then nobody with more than 5 clams on their person at a time. They're going to have to get things moving. They're already 1 minute in and not even an inkling of a push.
I'm still gonna place my bets on the market against the gals here.
Oh, yeah,
This
there they go.
Expo
There they go.
pressure-
You're
See,
absolutely right.
I made the
First
call.
ball goes in, and Yumta with that pressure on the Explo, stopping people from sitting and hanging out and just chipping everybody off.
It's a huge amount of pressure, and I love to see it. But the baller pushing the Explorer away gives PMU a little bit of breathing room to kind of slither back into mid here, which is a
I don't
huge
really know if
benefit.
they're slithering back to the mid. Tent's pretty slow, and Astro's not making as much use of the shield pressure as Gaisicle would be.
Funny.
Hopefully he can compensate for it with his shot calling skills. Blizzard forced back, and now that gives the Tent a chance to move into mid. Astro says he's pushing. Here come the humongous bubbles. Let's see if they make it into a push. Astro's stuck. Will he survive?
Making
Uses
the
the tent
call.
shield effectively.
It looks like he was trying to make a call earlier for a jump.
Oh, the jumps are not coming out. Here we go. They made it in. Let's see if they can get one more clam in. It's all up to the Luna. Nope.
And Gal shuts that down due to the ineffective communication on the side of PMU. It looked like they were trying to get a push going with the 10 I-tap style, but it was unsuccessful.
Vex has the armor up, but they don't have a strong pushing special. Only the baller, so they can't get anybody in.
Now, let's see how Gal's gonna react here to this little bit of pressure. Now, we see the 10 moving in with those missiles, and now we see Warm Mug also moving into mid.
Well, the Lulz here, raid from Hydrazard. Thank you very much. Welcome to Splatoon at Purdue in-house 2022 spring semester. back into the action. It seems like they're trying to make a push, but there's no power clam on the side of PMU, and Gal's just holding it down, moving into mid, pressuring out.
Once again, this is all clam economy manipulation, as everyone's just trying to fight for like the chance to get control of mid, get control, and use those specials to make the push.
Good bomb on the bubbles right there, keeping everybody from moving forward, ruining that push utterly. And the Luna is the only one left to defend as Plan B gets back in.
PMU was ready. Those bubbles and the baller was ready to go, and it got completely spoiled. Now this game with only just a little over a minute and a half, only one push apiece on each team, this is going to be a close one.
Warmonk sharking in mid, getting some paint back, trying to build those missiles. Those are going to be integral for stopping further pushes from the Gals. Gals might try to reinforce their lead, getting those missiles to force it in, make them use their specials.
Looks like Gal is facing some pressure with the missiles, bubbles combo, and the booyah there. So this looks like the beginning of a wannabe push.
Ooh, Armor pulling it out. Can he get the second? Yes, he does. Gal's holding down the defense.
Yeah, but defense isn't what they need right now.
Plan B needs that booyah bomb, and she needs to keep it. Gal pushing in. Uh-oh. She might have to jump out. Oh, no, she's just going to use the booyah. Stay alive.
That was a smart booyah, though, to escape, because if she were to jump out, she risks losing her clams.
Well, she loses it anyways.
Ooh.
Nobody moved in mid to capitalize off of her booyah. Everybody's disordered, and Armor is getting ready to push in and try and get that tent shield dislodged.
This is just a chaos match here. Pretty much both teams are scrambling at this point to
lose it
gather
to
up a
warm-up.
match.
No specials, so PMU is going to have to make speed instead of specials.
Just one after one keep going down and ruining the pushes for both teams.
Baller coming in. Warmonk takes serious damage, but manages to escape. Has those missiles ready to go.
And now both teams are pretty much scrambling to get
Utah locking that
together.
bunker out. Luna dropping in. Unfortunate. It's only the Dynamo left. And that seems to be the game. 5 seconds left. The Clam economy is fully in control of the Galerinis, and they keep it from being a sweep.
They just grabbed the ball. Great play by Aster.
Astros doesn't have much time, though, only 15 or so seconds. And that Explosher pressure combined with the Gal pressure.
And they're yelling and
3 down.
screaming.
Will they have enough time to make it?
They made it.
Oh my goodness! What a comeback for PMU. That was amazing. In the face of the odds and the timer, coming back to get that power clam in.
That was a sloppy game for both sides. Each side losing just 2 down every time, preventing either side from creating an opportunity to make a push. And at the last absolute moment, Tent clutches out, pretty much.
That was insane. All right.
Jeez, this is round 1, set 1. Don't go anywhere because we got another set in the same round coming. What do we have next, Ethan?
Got the real professional gamers, salmon run enthusiasts galore, who are going up against Peas I Don't Eat, the most interesting name we might have seen in the history of the in-houses. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Splatoon at Purdue. Another in-house set is on its way. This time with Pi versus PMU. No, that's our team.
That's our team. We've got Pi versus RPG.
Pi versus which those names are P's I don't eat and real professional gamer. Professional gamer.
Yeah, professional, salmon run, a little bit of that in here.
Yeah, no, definitely. Me being a huge Salmon Run fan, I am definitely loving the professional status and RPG here.
Now, we know E-Wing on RPG is going to run backline, but do you know any backliners on Pi?
So for Pi, I think most likely the person that's gonna run backline is probably gonna maybe either be between Cold, or it's going to be between probably Cynthia or Cold, one of the two, because from I know from the past, Mizuno and Tosi are more like the skirmishers on both teams, and there seems to be a rise of conflict between the two teams right now, as like they're deliberating and trying to figure out the room, but it looks like it got all managed.
Oh, 222 is Cynthia. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna go into Muscle Forge Fitness Zones once again.
Yeah, we're getting a repeat of the sets this time, because we're broadcasting every single set, because there's only 4 teams in this tournament, so it allows us to go ahead and broadcast and showcase all the different talent from Purdue University here today.
We've got some great players here today from all types of skill levels.
So, comp-wise, Muscle Forge, what do you think you're gonna see on a couple of the teams?
Well, hopefully we're gonna see some bomb rushes and booyahs. It is zones after all. I do hope to see Splashdown. It's coming up a resurgence on zones now, but it gets cancelled is the only downside.
Yeah, zones definitely is a helpful tool. I mean, the splashdown is a helpful tool in zones, especially if you want to try to stall that zone, or maybe try, in some cases, cap the zone instantly.
Yeah, and because of the trenches, hopefully we might see some, sharking type weapons, maybe a sploosh or a carbon, and looks like we're gonna go into the game right away.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're already loading right into Muscle Forge zones, and let's see what these guys pull out right now.
Alright, Pi is in green, and RPG's in orange.
Yep, and we got a K-Luna on Koreki. I'm not too surprised about him pulling out that, but...
It's kind of interesting on this map. I'm a little bit surprised to see it. E-Leader out of E-Wing.
Ooh,
already!
Already, Toasty goes down on the side of real professional.
And that's a lot of their pain. Their RPG's gonna cap the zone immediately, try to putting some pressure on. K-Gal pops up, tries to get a pick. He gets the pick on the end zap. That's gonna be a lot of pain, but it's a trade.
Yeah, and already real professional RPG is already going out and pushed out of the zone as Toasty goes ahead and tries to make some advances up here. Kind of just painting right now and just trying to stay up control and just focus on being a zoner here as his teammates go and try to get some stuff done, but unfortunately they go down and they're most of them are coming out from respawn, allowing for Profresh to get back in.
And they're getting missiled right now. It's gonna be pushed out of the zone and maybe a cap here for RPG.
Yeah,
and they do get the cap.
Yeah, no, right now the Zap is in a lot of trouble with the Luna coming in right now and trying to cause some mayhem.
Rain's gonna come out on both sides of the zone!
Oh my! Yeah, no, right now they kind of throw the rain straight towards everyone. Missiles come out. They're real professional gamers are putting out all their specials right now, but that Luna is still down on their right rockers.
Cold gets a nice cap with those bomb rushes to put a penalty on, but going 3 down there can't be nice for him, and he's gonna jump out to join his team.
Yep, unfortunately, there's no other option that he can do, and he just ultimately has to jump right out.
Was that a snipe by Ewing?
Oh my god!
Again.
So already, Ewing going ahead and just taking down 2 members of Pi right now, and we're still kind of focused on Cold here for the moment. But we already see Pi going ahead and
bomb rush comes up, but they're still, oh my god, they're still in their snipe. Rain comes out and gets a nice pick. Only 30 points remaining on that zone.
Yeah, no,
now.
They definitely need to go in now, or at least try to do something. It looks like they are, and they do get capped, but giving a penalty cap straight for real Profresh right now. and they are starting to get a little bit more. They're starting to try to get control back, but that Luna is starting to move back in, and it may be a little bit troublesome if that Luna gets back into position.
It's gonna be kind of hard to get this lead. It's not an undefeatable lead, but 77 with 2.5 minutes remaining cannot be comfortable versus 18.
Yeah, no, already one down on each side of each team right now, but it seems like right now, real professional gamers are the current victor right now in the zone, but that's quickly changed by the fact that Pi is able to break in quickly. Ewane's getting booyah'd here at this moment, as well as missiles right now. He's dealing with all the issues. He's dealing with all the issues that backliners
are
face.
Just throwing everything at them, trying to keep them off of the zone as long as possible. RPG has 3-4 specials. They're gonna use rain. They're using everything. They've got so much rain pressure on zone that they have no choice but to back up, and Toasty's gonna get caught out by the missiles.
Yeah, no, they were wise enough to go ahead and wait for their specials right now, wait to go ahead and break in coordinated, and we already see that's paying off right now as they do get a zone cap, but unfortunately the zone is stalled.
Oh, and pulls out missiles at the worst time. That's Mizuno for you.
Unfortunately, Mizuno pulls out those missiles at a very bad time where almost rounds the corner and is able to pick them off.
Oh, is that? Oh, someone got clipped by that booyah, and that's gonna allow RPG to retake zone.
Yeah, no, definitely right now, Pi is in a little bit of trouble, but they are getting the picks right now. They are starting to gain some ground, but unfortunately, they aren't able to do a whole lot.
Picks, though. They should get a zone off this. They have missiles to really keep them off of the zone. 42 plus 30 on their remaining left. 1 minute in the game.
Yep, right now we already
and they find that kill in the alley. That's gonna let them get so many points off. They're 2 down on versus 4.
Yep, definitely. Right now, we already see they're setting up. They're showing to have a strong defense right now, but we can see right now, RPG is charging up their specials once again, getting ready for a push. Hopefully, Pal is ready this time.
But Eway gets to go on zone right now with this pick. 2 points remaining until the lead flips. And the lead flips! 38 seconds remaining!
Oh no!
And now RPG has to get through 40 points of penalty with 30 seconds!
Yeah, no, definitely. That first pick from Ewing for taking out the Bob was helpful. However, they didn't get in quick enough to get that lead push.
And it's a 2-down situation on RPG versus 3. They need to get some crazy stuff that he does! He won't get the stuff!
But they still cap zone, which means the penalty is going back up once again.
And they're going to have to cap zone in 10 seconds in order to get that overtime. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it looks like game 1 is going to go to Pi.
Yeah, as Omasem is the last one on the side of RPG. There's not much he can do as he gets splatted there with the zap, and the win goes to Pi.
A 1-point difference.
1 point meme, and it is the dreaded 1 point meme now as we go for 1 to Pi right now.
Half a second difference, and that was the game.
Yep, indeed. It definitely, even though they got those picks, they got everything, it unfortunately was not enough for for RPG to break back in, and Pi was able to hold strong even through all the mishaps, and they were able to go ahead and win the first set. Oh. Okay. So, we're going to be going into the next map here, which is Rainmaker Snapper Canal. We're going to see how these two teams kind of duke it out right now. Right, so, judging from the last performance, how do you think... I honestly think RPG... I think RPG isn't going to make that much of a comp change. I feel like it worked well for them, but, like... I think it was more of a luck side that Pi was able to hold the zone for as long as they could. They might not make that many comp changes because it was such a close match.
And we're going to go into Rainmaker, which is much more about quick, high bursts of pressure instead of zones. More like try to get a couple picks here and there.
Yeah.
And we saw wipes on both sides in that first match, so in Rainmaker that's going to be extremely important. If our team wipes, that is terrible, especially on this mode.
So, let's see here. For the side of Pi, I might see a bit of comp change here for the side of Pi. Mizuno, I don't know if she'll run K-Shot again, but, like... I'm wondering if they're still gonna go the same comp as keeping the blob in there, because it seemed like Cold was definitely it was working for them. The blob
Right.
on their team was working for them.
No,
for the
blob
most
is a
part.
very map-specific weapon. And I don't know the angles on Snapper. Do you know any angle?
No,
on
I don't
Blob?
play blob.
Alright, but Blob does put a lot of pressure, especially on the Rainmaker, so like, you really can't push in against that.
Yeah, no, definitely. It seems like teams are almost readying up. There's 30 seconds left for trying to select weapons. I guess one last minute thing. What do you think is going to be the key to success if we're going to judge based on their previous comps?
The key to success is really going to be not necessarily like getting those kills, getting those picks, but knowing when to pick up Rainmaker and move into left hills. Because moving into street is very difficult unless you get a full wipe, and there are situations where if there's no one on left hills, might as well take it.
Sure, yes. We're going to go ahead and get the start of the match. Mizuno opting in to go ahead and run the brush this time. Still
That's the
opting-
beacon brush!
Yes! We're already seeing beacons on the side of Pi right now, and RPG right now looks like they're kind of running a normal comp, but both teams have one blobber on each side.
That's gonna be interesting to see, Blob versus Blob, and it looks like there's a little scuffle on left,
Oh,
and the brush is gonna go down. Missiles is hopefully going to back them up, but I don't think it's gonna do too much.
yeah, we can already see here Koreki going in, starting to get his position in,
Popping
but
that rain in, but gets stuck in that corner. Can't really follow up on that rain, and it looks like he's gonna get called out and picked.
yep, and unfortunately, it seems like right now that Pi has the Rainmaker right now. They're just going, they're running.
There's only one person in front.
They're just running. Get the pick. Oh no! And the missiles come out.
It's 14 points, and there's 4 minutes left.
Oh my
It's a 3-on-2
goodness!
situation, and the brush is gonna get the flank. It gets the kill, and the flank but goes down.
14 points for a push like that. That is very interesting and doesn't commonly get seen here in the competitive scene.
If I do recall, one of the teams was running 3 LDE, so if RPG is running 3 LDE, that's at least something for them.
Yes, indeed. We already see right now that Pi has taken over their hill area right now and kind of setting up right now to possibly take the Rainmaker again, but it seems like they're looking for pushes as real professional gamers pushes out their specials right now, or at least Ewang pushing out his Bomb Rush.
Bomb Rush is going to come out. The 3 other specials are ready. He takes so much damage. It almost dies. Missiles is going to come out from the other side. Armor's going to come out from the other side as well. They're going to pick up the Rainmaker and try to keep pushing on left.
And yep, already
And
seen again. They're going balls to the walls with the same
And it's
holding
2
forward.
down on RPG, and the block.
Cold is holding forward. Is he gonna get? He gets it.
Nobody was near pedestal. Nobody was there to guard pedestal.
That's huge there. Cole just holding forward, and well, since most of them were out of position, most of real professional gamers were out of position, they were able to go ahead and just hold forward and get onto that podium and get the KO there.
Pi is gonna go up 2-0.
Yep, and they are going to win the set, but it is a play all 3, so there's still one more game to play that could help with real professional gamers tiebreakers.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how they play clans. Clans is a very difficult mode to play with people you haven't played with before, hopefully.
Yeah, we already saw that with the instance of the last clan match.
I wanted to play something funny.
What? You wanted to play something funny? Okay, fair. But still, Clams is a very team-oriented mode, and it very much relies on having to work together and like, well, Clams is Clams, and
Yep.
yeah,
Now, on this map, Clams is Clams, nice.
Clams is Clams.
Now, on this map mode specifically, it's going to be interesting to see what the backline is doing, because the backline is pretty safe, all things considered, guarding that basket on this map, have that nice ledge. And it's going to be interesting what the anchors run, and in addition, if anyone's going to run bubbles because of Clemson's.
Yeah, no, I wonder if Ewang is still going to opt in for the pick of the Blobber. It seemed like it wasn't too much against Pi's comp, but I'll be interested to see if he runs it again. because I could see it working decently on
I
them.
could see a blob here, but but being on Ewing's team, I know what he usually runs, and I'll see if he runs it or not.
All right. Well, Clam Blitz Humpback. I don't know much else to say other than the fact that these teams right now, Pi is definitely putting on a show right now, and they are proving to be the dominant force in the set. Let's see if real professional gamers are going to be able to take a match away from them to at least have 1 point on the board.
Yeah.
So, Clam Blitz Humpback, let's see the comps here. On the side of Pi, we've got a
No
junior.
backline.
No backline comp. They are opting to go no backline here.
And on the side of RPG, it seems like they're going to run a Sea Hydra for their choice of backline with a Flingza to back that up.
Yep, and we also see a brush and a regular spot Louise on.
That Flingza has stealth win.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
not a backline Flingza. That's a frontline Flingza, and he gets a pick on the K-Pro.
Oh my, and already Korecki going in with the elbow, but the Flingza goes down, and he gets splashed out canceled!
Nice cancel by Cynthia.
Yep, already Toasty going ahead and popping those missiles. They are popping all of their specials right now, but they don't have a power yet. And Toasty goes down and loses a huge chunk of their clams right now. And that basically just pushes all of Pi's specials to mean not.
Neither team has gathered those 10 clams needed to get that power clam. The clam economy is in a recession right now.
The clam economy is in shambles.
But, however, they pop a Booyah and it's gonna get a pick. They have control of their plat. They just need to build a clam.
Yeah, right now they aren't doing much clam building
and
right now.
is that gonna get shredded? No, not quite. And
They do
Cynthia
get a
gets
pick.
another pick. Pi's going insane.
But right now, there they go. There's the power clam. Unfortunately,
Trades out that nuisance in their plat, but another one just comes back and they've already broken the barrier.
yep,
Hopefully
and
they
they're
can get
already
some more points in.
Yep, they do get some more points here in this case, but they're still getting some more points in, but they are getting picked off one by one right now, and they are going to have to back up at this point, as right now, it seems like RPG is going to have a foothold to defend against them, and the barrier goes back up. Already, we're hearing call-outs from the side of Pi right now about calling out those missiles being popped out. Korecki going ahead and jumping over somewhere, trying to do something, but he's gonna immediately get outranged by the K-Pro here by Mizuno.
Is Korecki running full QSJ?
Maybe so.
Let's see, a little
Nope,
bit. A little
he's
bit.
got one
He's got a
main.
main.
He's got a main.
Booyah's come in, though, from the side of Pi. They're getting another push. They're getting another clam in. Is going to get rid of their penalty immediately. It's only the brush, and that's a huge splashdown from the brush, but it's not going to get too many.
Yeah,
Very close to
already
getting a triple.
they're already still throwing clams that did only clear out a portion of their issue, but they are still getting clams in. And there we go, the Flingers are going ahead and starting to clean up most of it, and that's the end of Pi's other push. Right now, it's looking really troublesome for RPG at this moment.
17 plus 32. That's 2 powers and change.
Yeah, definitely. RPG is going to have to really, really get a lot of clams assembled right now and, like, get a push, like, at least something going.
And they do get
but
a
they
pick.
have a lot of time.
It is 3 versus 3.
Noted, they do have a lot of time right now. And
that
the Flingza,
bomb!
they had a lot of the clams too. They only have a power. That's going to be bad for the side of RPG. And that's going to also be good for Pi as well, because that Flingza had a lot of their clams minus the power, and now it's just Ewing with the power, and they're back to gathering more. RPG is back to the gathering spot of just trying to get more clams.
Yeah, what's interesting to note is that the brush is getting a lot of trades, but right now, RPG needs a little bit more than trades to get in and make something happen. And oh my god, the K-Gal is flanking and gets 3 down on the side of RPG, and Pi is gonna try to end this game right here.
Yep, and they already get the dualies. That is a partial wipe, but there are some people just spawning right back in to try to answer to this action right now. They haven't gone past penalty right now, so they are doing a decent job of defending. but
Oh,
it
the
doesn't
brush
look like...
doesn't get the pick, and that's a clam in.
Yep, and there we go. Unfortunately, the brush tried to do something here, but Toasty going ahead and throwing some more clams in. He doesn't have enough to
It's
KO.
two
There's
clams,
two
one
more.
clam for
Just
KO.
one more
Just
for
one
KO.
clam,
And there it
that's
is.
gonna be
There's
it.
clam. Already, another 3-0 match with Pi taking 3, and unfortunately, RPG 0 points for them. That was probably that was a very, I think that was a quicker clam match that we've seen.
Yeah.
As thus far.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more to come.
Seeing no backline though hurts me.
Indeed, it hurts my soul too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, both teams did do a decent job going ahead and playing right now. But it is going to go to the side of Pi. We're gonna be interested in seeing how Pi goes ahead and responds to their future sets. But for now, we're gonna be taking a quick break as we go into the next round of our bracket, which means different maps this time. But of course, the teams are going to be different. We're going to see brand new comps, brand new stuff, and everything. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back with round 2 of the Splatoon at Purdue 2022 Spring In-House.
Hello there.
Hello, guys.
Welcome back
Yeah, that.
to the Purdue in-house this spring 2022. Yeah.
On the mic is still Aster, and I am basically. Yeah, that's it.
Nah. This
No, this is great.
It's a good balance.
Yeah.
It's the balance that
It,
matters.
it's the balance, yeah. Yeah, I play 10 sometimes. I'm not playing now, but like, I could.
Yeah, so this next set we're gonna see Pi versus Gal, and Pi had a phenomenal showing in that first set. How do you think Gal is gonna respond?
Well, I bet first game, Gal is just gonna play 4 Gals, but the next 2 games, I have no idea. If Gal wants to actually... The thing about Pi is that they have 3 very good players in Cynthia, Mizuno, and if Gal and Toasty and Gal, if Gal wants to sort of break the sort of triple shooter comp they have, they need to figure out what counters it. And in my opinion, I think Gals are the perfect counter.
Yeah.
3 shooters.
If they run Quad Gal here, it's gonna be really interesting. Tower Control Ancho though, what do you think?
PC Ancho for Gal, it's okay, but I feel like they're gonna, if they play 4 Gals, they'll feel a lot of lack of pain. And I know that Mizuno's team, Pi, is gonna probably play missiles and K-Gal and beacons and mine and wall. Some like, I think from Pi you'll just generally see the most normal stuff you'd see in comp. Just like gun.
You know, maybe like K-Gal.
Maybe a K-Gal, yeah. I think K-Gal will be key here, especially since it's TC.
That Booyah, yeah.
If they can't get out this K-Gal, they'll probably get locked out really easily.
The Booyah is gonna be really instrumental in stopping those checkpoint caps.
Okay.
Looks like
Oh, brush, but the K-Gal is still here.
interesting choice of backlines. We see a Sea Hydra coming out from Pi and a vanilla Jet Squelcher on the side of Gal.
Well, the V-Jet on the side of Gal is not that surprising. Honestly, kind of depressed they didn't play Gal, but like, it's what
Yeah,
it is.
it's what it is.
But
I am a
Hydra is unique.
I am a little bit surprised that chose missiles rather than Stingray on tower control, but fair
Good.
enough.
Good collapse on Cynthia there. They should have died 3 minutes ago, but they managed to stall for some time.
And Gal's gonna really quickly push up that fan. That brush is there to
Oh,
put
what
a
a good
stop to it,
strike by
though.
Mizuno.
Can't believe those missiles. If those missiles came out just a second earlier.
This armor prevents them from effectively pushing up into their plat, and
Just
they're still in neutral for now.
just a stalemate in the middle. Let's see if this Booyah can make a difference. They're gonna push up on it. That Toxic Mist is gonna...
What a good toxic
Ah,
mist.
Excellent Toxic Mist, and they're gonna fail that push and give the advantage over to Gal.
Gal has mid for now, but that fan is something they need. If they want to get into their plat, they're gonna want someone on their fan. The missiles come out, and this is the time. If they don't go in now, they'll miss an opportunity here.
They absolutely need to start pushing the tower. They need to collapse on this brush right now for dropping. But the armor comes out. The brush just swims straight past and gets picked out from the Jet.
A good try by Mizuno, but ultimately no picks.
That was a nice fall off.
That was
That was
nice too by the VJ.
Very nice too by the
Insane.
VJ.
But you have
I
3
would-
people on tower.
I would
I'd like
love
someone
to
on
see
plat.
someone get on there. Get on that plat. Only one person needs to be on there.
All right, we have someone on their plat now. Missiles coming out. Let's see if they can get some points off this.
First check is gonna go through to Gal, and let's see how it rolls to second. They're gonna be spamming those Toxic Mists on over that lit.
If I was Mizuno right now, I would be going for flanks.
And there comes the Booyah. He's just gonna hold it and doesn't throw it at tower.
Booyah throws it behind them, but it might be to trap them. And
Unfortunately, Gal is just gonna push it past
armor
the
was
checkpoint.
too good there.
A little
They should have
too good.
died, but they ended up getting multiple picks and getting a good lead for now.
They got that checkpoint and they pushed it a little bit further. That's going to be a comfortable lead with about 2.5 minutes left.
Cold is looking at their window for now.
And it looks like Pi wants to do something, popping 2 specials, misses and Booyah. Armor comes out. Gal goes down. What happened over there? And it looks like Mizuno is going to hold on to the... Wait.
Oh,
Mizuno pushes in alone, and she feeds! Oh
a little too early, you know. Those missiles came out a second too late.
no! Looks like they're not dropping in the mid just yet. They should collapse on these two right
And
court,
they're
but
gonna
they don't.
try. Oh, but a little too early. They keep going in right after those.
They need to
missiles.
get this Hydra out. Good
Good.
collapse.
I think a key problem that Gal is having is they need to be calling out these missiles before they launch them.
Yes.
And they need to go in with the missiles instead of before it.
Looks like Gao's getting ready to push again. Let's see if they can get some more points off this. A good pick on their fan by Cynthia.
Missiles are gonna come out on Gal, and so are bubbles. They're gonna try to
Booyah
stall this
is
tower
here.
here.
They
Booyah
go-
throws that mid.
Gao goes 2 down, and Pi has the opportunity to make a push.
Yeah, it looks like there were some jump outs from Gal over there, and Pi's gonna have a chance. Hopefully, no one dies to these missiles, and it looks like we're gonna re-enter neutral.
Gao surprisingly has a lot of paint in mid. It might be the double missiles.
But Gal gets stuck. The fan raises right behind him and kills him.
Good. The V-Jet play here is really good. Being able to pick off people in mid without having to commit too much.
The VJ.
The V-Jet is insane.
Insane. And finally goes down to Mizuno. Is Mizuno gonna get two?
Nice
Mizuno's gonna get
2 by Mizuno.
And hopefully Pi can actually get a push on 3-on-2.
Looks like they're taking the tower away from Gao. The Gao is...
Oh, the squeezer just went in alone. Got called out.
Gao goes 2 down. They might be able to get a push off this Pi.
Julio comes out, missiles come out.
They need to get past the second check if they want to get this lead, and they only have 40 seconds left.
Pi's getting missiled, but it looks like Pi is about to get a missile of their own. They're gonna pop it off cooldown.
V-Jet needs to be getting out if they want to get these points. Oh,
They need these points, but they go 2 down. It's 4-on-2. 30 seconds left.
this V-Jet has just been a menace for Pi the entire game. They can't get them out, and they get all the kills. They can't pressure it.
It's so hard to get the jet out of there, especially when your backline is something slow like a Hydra.
They don't really have the tools for that right now. They technically only have 1 bomb. I'm not going to count auto bomb because it's the Hydra.
It looks like Pi is going to get... maybe not. They wipe, and they will not get overtime today.
Really good defense by Gao.
Interesting choice to run double missiles here. I think it is a good choice because it's kind of cramped.
I don't think
know?
it's interesting. It's more normal.
It's more normal now, and I hate it.
You'd see double missiles here.
Both
And a total
teams running it.
16 missiles from
16
Gao.
from Gal and 13 from Pi. Please nerf missiles in Splatoon. Actually, just don't put missiles in Splatoon 3.
Honestly, the two teams ran similar comps. They both had 2 missiles and an armor. But the key difference here is that Pi wasn't able to get the V-Jet out at all, and that just kind of took the game for Gao.
Now, Splat Zone's Wahoo. I know we have a crazy backliner on the side of Gal from Yum, ran that jet last time. Do you think they're gonna run jet again? They're gonna run E-Leader maybe?
Yum would probably play leader here, just because Wahoo is an E-Leader map. Now, if they wanted to play Jet, I wouldn't be surprised either. But since they do like playing leader, and Jet is not fun, I mean, not as fun as E-Leader, they might choose to pick leader here instead of Jet.
Absolutely.
It looks like Gao readied up pretty fast. They might already have a game plan in mind.
They have a comp already, and Pi still deciding. I wonder how much paint they're gonna run, what their backliner is gonna be.
They definitely need to get out Yum.
They need to get Yum out of position. Hopefully with something like maybe missiles, maybe Stingray. Stingray on zones though is questionable, so.
I don't see a Stingray coming out, and I also feel like I might see a Charger from the side of Pi.
If Pi does run a Charger, that Charger duel is gonna be key in trying to get openings to zone.
It does depend, because if it's an E-Leader versus E-Leader, that's fine. But if it's not an E-Leader, the regular Charger will just lose every time.
Yeah, definitely. It's very hard to get in, especially in this map for regular Charger versus E-Leader.
This is really a lockout practice map. It's really easy to get locked out, and if you don't have the idea or the ability to get in,
It looks like Gal's running 2 different Gals this time. They are running on the E-Leader, and Pi does not choose to elect a Charger.
How unfortunate. Looks like Gal's living up to their name. I would like to see 2 more Gals from them, unfortunately.
Now, we did see that Pi is running triple LDE while Gal is running none, and hopefully that won't make too much of a difference. But that does mean they're going to have to be careful about pushing below 30.
The missiles come out. Mizuno sharking here. Elects
jump
to
to
jump
beacons.
out. But Pi ends up going 2 down. It's the perfect opportunity for Gal to get some space.
Interesting missiles from Pi there. I would like to have saved that for a little longer.
Indeed.
But Gal does take the zone, takes the lead. It's 3.
Gal is
it's 3
painting
versus
up
3.
for specials for now. They know they need those specials to prevent Pi from coming back in. And 2 goes down for Pi.
again. That's going to be horrible, and it's probably going to lead to a 45 at least.
Right. When you're locking out, when you're trying to break back in, the last thing you want is a trade, because trades, when you're trying to break back in, they are actually more like wins for the other team.
Absolutely. Gives the other team to get back in. And Gal's they're just going to hold that booyah, and nobody wants to push that. Below 30 now.
The missiles come
Pai's
out,
gotta
they
do
have to make something now.
2 down on the side of Gal.
This is
They
the opportunity
get the
they get
zone.
some. Yes.
We're going to see that LDE kick in for Pi right about now. They do have 3 members of it running it. That's give them a lot more paint to work with. And they do go down to that snipe 3-on-3.
I think this was actually all according to their plan. They planned to go down to 20 so that their LDE would activate.
Yeah. They knew the opposing team didn't have LDE, so they just wanted to play with that, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 AP is a lot of AP, you know?
So it looks like Pi is strategically electing to activate their LDE now.
And it looks like Pi goes 1 down. Pi goes 2 down!
Snipe by
Insane snipe.
you.
They have to take the zone now if they want to keep their lead.
They gotta move up now.
They pop rain on zone. They pop everything. They do get the cap, and 1 goes down
Good
on Pi.
call out on right glass. They called out a shark there that might have ruined their hold, but good awareness by Gal.
2 down on the side of Pi. They need to play a little slower and just get their specials up. They do have, is that a bomb rush, I believe, ready? Bomb rush and missiles. They are popping missiles. They're popping double missiles.
2 specials are out, and this
they
is
popping bomb
Pi's
rush.
chance.
Gal pops a special in return. They go 2
3
down.
goes
3
down.
down. And it looks like they're going to cap zone again. A lot of back and forth here. Fill out that on your bingo cards, boys.
Looks like the junior here is trying to paint up and get some special points for now. Be careful not to die to this charger. Oh, ends up dying to the Gal.
Guys to the Gal surrounded by missiles.
Oh, this Gal is doing a good job of staying alive here.
The missiles are going to stall
Armor
them
comes
from
out.
going
This
back
is the
in.
time to
Armor,
push.
Storm. They're getting pushed out of zone.
The
Penalty is almost gone for
This Gal
Pi.
might die to Mizuno. Yes, the brush
Insane booyah and missile combo. Kicks
Rush
off
is
2
being
people.
annoying here, but Gal ends up getting the zone.
I would love to see more beacon placements.
Ooh, yeah, the beacon placements. They're not really helping Pi get back in. Pi is just sort of traditionally getting back in with specials.
Big
Good flank.
Big flank.
Oh!
Are they gonna shred it? They shred it. It
They
does
shred it
come
with
out
help,
though.
and Mizuno is trying to create some chaos. I would like to place a beacon here,
Place the
Mizuno.
beacon here.
Place
Place
a
the beacon.
beacon.
There you go. Push X. Get that map vision for your team. 3 on plat. 4 versus 3. Let's see what Gal's
The
gonna do.
missiles
with
come
this
out. This is a
advantage.
bad situation for Gal. If they die here, then Pi gets more time on the zone.
Zone does get neutralized. You can hear those zone callouts. Penalty is gone. 10 points to lead.
It's a 3v3. I can see the armors ruining that E-leader's life. But they have to...
It does get neutralized.
Oh,
There's a
the flank!
There's a huge flank.
The flank!
On
The
you.
flank trade!
Hits the snipe.
God! The leader kills the flank, and
Gal gets the cap.
that leader was so clutch there. If they didn't get that kill,
That
that
was
flank
lead.
would have ended them. And it probably would have been game, too.
Yeah,
since
with
it's
only 40
21.
seconds left.
Oh my god!
That's another huge snipe. They don't get armor. They lose so much paint on that.
Yeah, and Pi doesn't really have what it takes to contest this E-leader.
Missiles are coming out.
But no one goes
Rushes coming
down.
out.
Oh,
One
Gal goes down.
They are painting zone. They do get the cap. Maybe? No, they don't get the cap.
If you're Gal
What?
here,
Okay, they get the cap. It's 3 on 3. 10 seconds left and the booyah comes out.
Booyah comes out. Try not to die to the suction bomb.
It does get neutralized. It looks like a cap
Take
for
the
Gal.
zone.
It's a cap for Gal.
Get
3,
get the jump, get the jump.
1.
Nice.
It's gonna go to Gal.
Yeah, in that game, the leader really took over, preventing the flank and sealing the deal.
That point blank tap shot, or maybe it was a full shot. I don't
I
know.
think it was a tap shot, or at least a
probably
partial.
it was probably a partial, but that saved the game for them, and another pick to the cherry on top.
See, with Elier, you're gonna have to be careful about that. While it might not get as many kills, those are really important ones. And well, if Pi wants to take this last game, one, they have to get rid of the E-leader somehow, because they don't have anything to contest it. They tried double missiles, armor, none of it worked. So they're gonna have to think of something else.
Manta Maria is a great E-leader map, but it is Rainmaker.
It is Rainmaker, so leader isn't normally played on Rainmaker. I see the C-Jet will probably come out because it's Rainmaker and C-Jet.
Yeah, C-Jet's pretty good on Rainmaker. Maybe a V-Jet. With those narrow choke points missed might be very good, very helpful.
I would say it's a toss-up between the two. I think C-Jet might be... C-Jet would probably be the play. V-Jet is also, like, doable.
I would love to see a Blob come out though here. Blob is... We did see Cold pop a Blob out before. It is very good on this map.
Yes. The Blob hasn't popped out on Wahoo, and while it did put out a lot of paint for them, they weren't really able to win the game at the end.
Absolutely.
I get the sneaking suspicion that Gal is gonna run 4 Gals.
You know, they've
It
already...
is game 3.
It is game 3. They already won the set. They might run 4 Gals.
If they do, then we'll have to see whether Pi responds and defeats the 4 Gals as they should, or will they get defeated?
No, we're running
No
pretty
Gals,
conventional.
and that's a
Is that
roller.
a crack-on roller?
It is.
Hey, it's Beacon Man! Let's go!
It's the Beacon roller, and Beacon Man is...
Beacon Man versus Beacon Girl. Let's see what happens here.
We have the Beacon Man on the mic, so I'll just leave this entire game to him and I'll get some coffee.
It does look like Gal is going to get the pop. Nice paint out, and they're going to pop missiles immediately, responded by Pi also popping missiles.
Burr, go get missiles.
Crackon
pop
does go
them.
down. It
Crackon
is going
goes
to be a
down.
4-on-3. And is this going to be a huge
And
pick?
no!
Not quite, but doesn't go down either. But the brush is going to
Miss
clean it up.
Nuno cleans up for that sort of
It's 2 down.
push in. They go down their street.
And that's going to be... they're going to go through cut.
The rain is feeding it.
Are they going to go around?
They're gonna go around.
They're gonna go around. Oh, they only go around and they jump off of the cliff,
They tried to do the funny, but they weren't able to funny.
leaving
enough
the
hard enough.
Rainmaker at a modest 39.
39
It's
on
not the
this
best
map.
lead, but it's okay for a start.
It is okay for a first push, but on this map, you can get past that by just jumping off the ledge. So, I assume that Pi will want a better push than that.
Yep.
Pi is...
Pulls out the missiles, just missiles the Rainmaker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, interesting choice. But looks like the other 3, they are just fighting this cut and probably waiting for a reset.
Something we didn't talk about is the V-Clash coming out on Cold's part. V-Clash is something you will never see, probably ever.
It
So,
has
It's
Stingray, right?
interesting.
Does
It
it have
has Stingray.
Yeah.
It does have Stingray. So they're probably opting for that, oh, we need a Stingray on this map, so let's play V-Clash.
Armor gets a nice pick, puts a beacon in the enemy. Is that their snipe? That's their snipe.
Places a beacon, gets rid of a beacon.
Lots of beacons here.
Too many beacons.
They are raining the Rainmaker to put a stop to this push immediately.
The
It
Ray
is 1 down on
vaporizes the
each.
Rainmaker and will get flanked by this Crackon roller. But
Doesn't seem like the
doesn't-
Kraken wants to go
does
for
get
it,
the
and-
Crackon. This roller will Sharken Street. I would have liked him to place a beacon, jump back to it, and drop roll into his face, but unfortunately that didn't happen.
You know, you can't always be Beacon Man.
It is hard.
Looks like 2 people are stuck on lip. If that Rainmaker just get a nice shot in
This
there,
Rainmaker
clear
should
out
not
lip.
go through street here.
No, absolutely not.
There was an opportunity to go through cut,
Oh,
but
gets the
I
lead.
just let them
Sneaks
get
out.
through. What a misplay.
Sneaks through 3 people and gets that lead by 9 points. Gets that huge drop. That's great for them.
The roller,
Roller,
insane.
where did he come from?
I have no idea. There
Did he
must have
have
been
beacons?
a beacon
Must have.
somewhere. But it
And
must
he's
have
gonna
been.
jump back to the beacons.
Oh, there's the beacon.
There's another
But
beacon, but doesn't drop
drop
roll.
roller.
Drop. Gets a trade at least.
Trades, not the worst situation. Brush is sitting, just elects to jump back.
Elect
Pretty
to
good
jump back.
decision.
Reasonable. Was gonna get caught out there. Are they gonna elect for a reset here? It looks like it. There's a lot of purple on this map. Bunk control is completely on the side of Gal.
Looks like Gal has all the paint in mid, and if Pi wants to go in, it'll be with these missiles.
4 missiles coming out.
Destroys a beacon with those missiles. I don't like that play.
One goes down, Beacon Man goes down. It's 4-on-3, but they do have Stingray still. The
Rush is coming
Stingray
in.
is still alive.
This is actually a pretty bad
And
situation.
Stingray comes out on the side of
Ravija goes
Pi.
down.
Oh!
Clutch kill on the
Clutch kill.
Rainmaker.
They're gonna have to
That
pop
roller
and
needs
try
to
again.
not die, but they do go down. The Squeezer's the last one alive. We'll have to see if they can clutch this out. Because
Oh,
30
that
is not a
Squeezer
big
goes down.
Squeezer
and
goes
is that
down,
gonna
they
be
drop
lead?
it.
That
They
is
didn't
not
drop
going
it
to be
further
lead.
enough. But this might be.
If they
the
get
push
that
isn't
pop,
dead yet.
it's not dead yet. They
But
pick up.
they
They go
can't-
down. They wipe.
They can't
4
go
points
further.
away.
They didn't. They couldn't push further than 2 points. And Gal decides to pick up the Rainmaker and bring it back to mid. And
It looks like Beacons will help Pi get back to mid and help fight again. Oh,
Beacon
Rush
Girl goes down.
Missiles do come
Rainmaker
out,
is
doesn't
probably
get a
dead
pick,
here.
and little bit of a
Oh,
misplay. Who's gonna
oh.
win this fight? The
Yes.
Squeezer's gonna get this fight, but might go down. No, it's 2 down on the side
They have
of Pi.
complete control of mid, and if I'm Gal here, I probably want to play as passive as possible, as safe.
I want to get 4 specials to save up for that last push in overtime. It's 30 seconds left. 1 does go down on the side of Pi. 2 goes down on the side of Pi. And it's 3-on-1 right now with 20 seconds remaining.
Insane. Good control by Gal. And if I'm Gal, I want to be in their bunk,
I want
taking
to
control. I want a shark.
I want to shark. I want to get those missiles.
Oh!
Oh, but it's 2 down on the side. But
The Rainer's then. Wait, this is a dangerous place for the Rainer to be in.
Where's the
Where's the
Beacon
roller
Man
jumping
going?
to?
Where is he
Oh, they
going?
died. They died to the jump.
They
now
died
that
on jump.
Pi has the natural push here, but they have to be careful.
They do elect. It looks like they're electing to go through.
You have
3.
to go through cut here.
Foil goes down.
You should stop going
Beacons
through
are on
3.
top. Beacons are on top right. If there's only one person
Wait,
in front of them.
The
there's only
roller
one person.
can't collapse on this in time.
Yeah,
Will they get
no.
the lead here?
No, but the toxic mist.
the toxic mist seals.
Oh my god!
Sealed.
No! The toxic mist just sealed the deal. Everyone got stuck in that. And that
Oh
is
my
a
God.
3-0 for Gal.
Wow. Good defense by Gal. Looks like Pi wasn't able to really.
Wow, that's
That's a lot of
a
missiles.
lot of missiles.
I sure do love this video game.
This
Well-
is a humble request to stop running double missiles, please.
Well,
Thank you.
I think going into the set, I thought Pi would have a better chance in this, but they get swept by Gal. Pretty interesting set overall.
They really got shut out by Hume.
Yeah.
Not have like that backline just completely shut them out.
The backline there prevented them from taking any space.
And next it will be PMU versus let's see, RPG. All right. Well then. Yes.
Goodbye.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Splatoon at Purdue in-house tournament. I am Mizuno, and joining with me is Cynthia.
Hello, everybody.
We're glad that you all are tuning in. Shoutouts to Pro Kara for the raid earlier. Chara, shut up, I don't pay attention to high level. We greatly appreciate the support, and we thank you all for tuning in today. This is our 5th edition of the in-house. How are you enjoying it so far?
Been doing pretty good. We've kind of been going in and out of sets, so we actually played the last 2 sets, and now we're sitting here on the mic, and it looks like we're starting right into Tower Ancho. And this is something I very much say as someone who does a decent amount of Splatoon coaching. Like, what I want to see here is teams just kind of generate momentum, whether that be through a pick, just kind of 2v1, just finding those pairs, and then using their specials to really push the team back while you're already pushing, because in Tower, you do get special as you're pushing. So one thing I will be looking for is, are the teams pushing in as they're generating and using those specials, and are they also being slow enough about it and not being controlled? Because if a team moves too quickly, yes, it's very high reward if they perform it right, but most of the time, more than not, I see that's something that goes wrong. And those of you who've probably been on earlier this stream, we've seen a lot of untraditional stuff, so to put it to friendly words, for all myself and all the other shooter main comp players out there.
So are you saying that I think that players should be taking pushes more methodically?
Yes.
Yes, I think that's a good way of putting it from what I'm gathering, because this is a very choke-heavy map. Like, the tower, it goes through this like tiny little lane, and there's very little wiggle room. You have to basically shove people off at the top of the roof area, and it's very pesky. I mean, with that being said, we're jumping right into it. Set number 2 of round 2, TC Anchovy. We got PMU versus RPG. Let's see what these comps are running.
Yeah, so I'm seeing Heavy Zap, 2 dualies, and a Luna, 2 rollers. And beacons can work well if they're played right, but if RPG is able to sense where those beacons are and knows when people are going to jump to them, it's kind of a throw of a sub.
Right, exactly. We do have to keep in mind that Aster's Beacon Man is online and in action here, so this is something that RPG is going to have to overcome. We already have a 1 down situation on both sides, and we see, looks like RPG taking the tower first.
Yeah, so it's a 2v2, so it's kind of a really sudden push, and this isn't something I really like to see. A lot of these teams, a little bit of impatience, not really generating what is needed for a push beyond first check, and it kind of seems like it might just be a stalemate for a bit.
Yeah, there's going to be lots of trading 1 down situations for both sides, and now the push is kind of stagnating and the tower is returning back to center. We do see Beacon Man already pulling some funny moves here, taking down Omazen on the in-zap there. This might be the momentum shift that the teams need.
Yeah, I think this is exactly the momentum shift for PMU. And that Dynamo's got a Booyah Bomb. I would like to see them save it a little bit longer, a little bit slow on that push, and honestly, they aren't really taking it as much as I'd like. And that's a good pick for that shot. That's a really good double, not something I was expecting. And yeah, PMU's got to take the tower here, otherwise they just aren't really reaping the benefits. And finally, that they're starting to get it going. I think they'll be able to get past the first checkpoint, but let's see.
Yeah, good point there, because they were a little bit slow on the push there, taking advantage of War Monk's 2 kills. Now that Beacon Man is setting up, PMU are all over the street here. And, oh, devastating. The Booyah user goes down on the side of RPG. That's going to make it very difficult for stopping this tower.
Yeah, and we see this Luna just kind of rolling in with a baller right away. The tough thing with Luna is keeping yourself alive to a degree, because if you're just going in and out, you're not really helping your team as much. And, I mean, yes, beacons can help with that, but one of the important parts of this game is just having a presence on the ground. You can see the Heavy really trying to put that in while most of his team is going in and out.
Right, and Heavy needs to come up big here because they have one of the big objective halting specials here, but we see Beacon Man with a clutch play. Aster overcoming the commentators' voices.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys heard that. That is his normal callouts if you did. I'll just let you listen.
And Haster yelling out the commentary, and just like that, an essential quad on the side of PMU, taking down RPG with 2 ballers onto that final checkpoint. Woof. I think we're going to see a little bit more Beacon Man this set, it looks like.
Yeah, there were also a lot of clutches there. Not things I'd see in like an SQSS or an SOS, or those of you who have been in the mid-level circuit. Not types of plays you'd see there, but, you know, if it pays off, why not give it a run through?
Man, that was an exhilarating match. A clean knockout on the side of PMU. RPG had a little bit of a struggle last set as well, also going down to a sweep. How do you think they should react to kind of a part 2 of a potential sweep?
Yeah, so again, what I'm seeing is mostly awareness and just keeping yourself alive. I kind of see that NZAP go down a little bit too much for a support weapon. Just having those missiles on ground for the team is something I'd really like to see. And in addition, one of the easiest ways to shut down a beacon user is just pay attention to their beacons, because if you have the beacons and they're making a jump from a lockout, like, you know that they're gonna be there. If you get like a high DPS weapon down on the ground, just have your Tetris that you put in before go to something a little bit more aggressive that can deal with that, get those picks right away, and that's basically a burn sub on the side of PMU.
Good points. Now let's take a look at the next map, Zones Wahoo. In our match, we kind of struggled here, and I think that was because they were using some long-range weapons like E-Leader. I'm gonna make a bet here. E-Wang of iTop Fang. What? Huh? What was that? E-Wang of iTop Fame. Ethan's being annoying. He's probably gonna whip out the E-Leader here. That's my bet. If I'm putting something down on the market here, I'm betting E-Leader.
Yeah, and I also think that we could see a lot of special spam too. Like, you know, that always happens. Something I'm very well kind of always used, as much as people hate me for that. But we'll just say, we may see a VJet, a leader, and if a team can get picks here, it goes a long way on this map.
Exactly. Game number 2. Here comes the E-Leader on the side of RPG and a Dynamo on the side of PMU. That's a little concerning matchup for PMU, considering that the Dynamo is the longest range weapon against an E-Leader. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. How's that going to play out?
Yeah, so what I'm kind of seeing is, I think RPG is actually going to have paint problems if they get locked out at any point by the other team, because the thing that is providing the most chip for them is that K Luna, and that relies on Fizzies. And we might see, are they going to fall in that situation in just a moment here?
PMU making the strike back here. Aster on the brush foolishly dies to an unfortunate bomb there. Fortunately, PMU is able to get the cap here. Now we're in a 2-down situation on both sides. E-Leader jumping back to preserve special and to reposition. Now PMU is trying to set up a potential lockout. How is this going to play out? We'll have to tune in and see.
Yeah, pressuring the E-Leader there is really good. Just keeping its attention off. That's probably my most important target when I'm doing a lockout on this map. Is just getting the E-Leader out. And the others you can kind of get out once they get closer to you or use your specials. This Luna's got to be careful. They're gonna... Yeah, that Luna had to be a bit careful. That kind of seemed like a very slow roll-up. And you know, the Luna just kind of fed for that. And I think that's going to give an opening.
It was an opening. It did distract them for just a bit from the objective. But regardless, the zone now falls over to RPG as it's now their turn. Taking in paint, setting up position, pushing back their opponents. But the Luna has been very pesky and they won't let up. And all of a sudden, the zone is switching sides again.
Yeah, one of the things you can't do when you're playing against non-shooter weapons is poke walls and ledges and high ground. And a lot of players just simply aren't used to that.
Right, exactly. But we do see a non-shooter make a clean play, shutting down the brush. Wang's E-leader proving superiority against a brush. Why the heck not? Now we see PMU in a little bit of a precarious position here, trying to hold on to the zone as their penalty timer is slowly ticking away. They are one down, though, so how long can they hold on to this before the zone switch sides again?
Yeah, so we can see here Aster just kind of trying to make a trade or two. Karaki's in a bad spot here. The baller's distracting, and they gotta go now.
And 1 point left. Wang painting for his life. 2 down. And with the resounding cheers of Aster literally overcoming everyone else.
That
PMU.
game is gonna go to
PMU.
PMU.
Yeah, all the names there's so many acronyms and different
Yeah,
names.
it's like from my perspective, I've actually just seen these names, I think, right before I got on the mic, so I'm just like, how do I figure out which name is who? Because, like, if I'm commentating like a team, let's just call out a few teams here, like iTap, things like Nap Time, shout out to you guys, Legato, shout out to you guys. But if I'm commentating one of you guys, like, I know you guys are awesome, and I'm gonna know exactly who you are. But when you're commentating these random names, and those of you who commentated pickups probably know this, who's who?
Now, game 3. Look, RPG is once again on the down foot. They are down 2-0. But again, this is a play all 3 Swift stage. Gasico already calling out for Beacon Man. Anyway, setting up the stage again. RPG down 2-0. This is play all 3. What adjustments do they need to make for this third game to potentially have one game under their belt?
Well, I already heard Tent Man's call for Beacon Man, so I'm just gonna make the assumption that that's gonna happen.
Fair assumption to make.
Yeah, and Aster here just gave thumbs up to me, so
Wait, he's gonna play CJ now.
No, please don't.
or VJet.
Aster playing CJ. CJ, I would. Yeah, that would be an interesting play. I mean, they set up real quick there. I think both teams know what they want. They're gonna go for it.
Yeah.
3 Manta Maria Rainmaker. Let's check out these comps.
Awareness of both sides is something I'm going to be really looking for here, especially as we come in through a Luna. You can see PMU going a pretty aggressive comp with one passive weapon, the Flingset Roller, a meta missile weapon, and then we see Beacon Man is back, like we anticipated.
I mean, both of these comps are very aggressive, to be honest.
Not really. Like, you can kind of just see RPG just kind of spamming specials right now. A lot of those weapons are fairly passive to some degree.
Fair point.
Granted, there are aggressive blob players. You know who you are.
Now, RPG is already taking a really big advantage here with the 2-down situation. Wang just runs with the Rainmaker, taking it through cut, and is shut down by Plan B. Now, flip situations happen. PMU is up 4-2. Man's numbers here. I think they're about ready to get a push going once they secure mid here.
Yeah, they're ready. They look pretty much ready, and honestly, they might be stalling a bit too long.
Yeah, all about the momentum here in a Rainmaker match such as Manta Maria. We see Beacon Man doing some lurking, some sneaky stuff here. Ooh, let's see where he goes.
Well, I see that
no.
NZAP. That NZAP may be done.
Goodbye. It ends up left for just a moment longer.
And
than
that was Karaki that managed to catch the fall off there.
Karaki has such great situational and player awareness, so good catch on his end. He just knows exactly how to strike. Okay, well, that was a little slow there, but it's fine. Oh no. And here it is, folks, at the wipe. How far is PMU gonna take this? They already are setting up in the pit, and they're just trying to run it as far as they can go.
Well, if they want to get the wipe here, they need to be able to get picks, and, they kind of missed that part, and, the other team's just going to get it right back.
And just like that, RPG is able to hold them off a little bit longer, just stopping that push from getting any worse than it already was. and quickly moving their way back over to mid to secure some control.
Yeah, and we can kind of see Plan B here just kind of putting pressure on. And at this point, as a Flingza, getting your missiles is a good thing. That's a good initial pick. You know, I would pop your missiles and start gaining objective, get a jump for your K-shot. Although, you gotta be careful about the other missiles too. That's a good pick for PMU here. And once they watch out for these missiles, maybe another push is on the horizon.
I think you're foreshadowing exactly what's about to happen. Here comes Plan B. Correct.
But Karaki just coming in and knocking out right when it's necessary.
That was very clutch there. But PMU still has a lot of mid control. I don't think they're stopping. They're just ready to keep this going without a moment's hesitation here.
Yeah, it does seem like they're about to leave the Rainmaker alone, but are they going to take it? They barely just miss it. And you know, they're just kind of stalling right now. Again, one of the worst things in Rainmaker is to have an advantage but not use it, and it feels like that's what's going on right now.
Right, as if they're probably really feeling comfortable in this position right now. Maybe they're just waiting for the right moment to strike. Oh no, and this might be that moment here. Aster grabbing the Rainmaker, but two go down on the side.
Two down, and their Slayer has the Rainmaker. They are down on the side of Pix.
Right, this might be the momentum shift that RPG needs. Aster is taking it to the top left here, hoping to kind of make some wiggle room here. But there's just picks going back and forth, and it looks like they aren't stopping.
It looks like they are patient, but this Rainmaker just needs to be able to just kind of catch the people approaching and get the picks, but that doesn't seem like it's going to occur.
Here comes Koreki trying to pull a pincer here on the Rainmaker. Unsucceeds at first, but loops around and secures it. Now with only a minute left to go, RPG is looking for their last opportunity to make a Rainmaker push and take back the lead.
Yeah, and it looks like they're getting right into it. They got to get this Flings off the top, which they do successfully. Now just opening it up, that's two down. There's one to the left. Are they going to get that pick?
Almost.
Yes.
Getting 3 important kills here. There goes Gale with the Rainmaker. She's quickly swimming through.
You gotta go! You gotta go!
And she got the lead.
Oh, wow!
And a stunning turn of events. I can't even speak. What happened there? RPG just came out of nowhere. Well, that was a clutch Rainmaker pick by Gale. The silent killer right there. Now PMU is on the back foot here.
Yeah, and PMU just kind of has to take it slowly at this point. If the Luna gets around to them, they're done.
Oh, you're right. They gotta be careful with the Luna. Koreki is a very sneaky sneak. I mean, I don't even know where he is right now. I can't even find him on the map right now. Oh, wait, that may be him. Koreki might be behind.
No, that's the unzap, but the unzap gets it.
Wow. Gale MVP for RPG in that match? That was a very clutch Rainmaker pick, and one hopefully to help boost RPG's spirits after losing 5 games in a row.
Yeah, it indeed was, and you can kind of see that was a good plays overall for RPG. And they managed to take a game, that being the last game.
Great games by both teams. PMU takes it though in the play all 3 set 2-1. Now we are going to be switching over to round 3. We're going to be having Peas I Don't Eat versus the Precision Moleskine. I almost said Purdue Memorial Union.
Oh.
Same acronym.
I actually forgot the difference between the two. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it.
Alright, well, round 3 is coming your way. We'll be right back shortly with more Splatoon at Purdue in-house tournament.
And stay around because we'll be back very, very shortly.
Hello, hello, welcome back to the Splatoon at Purdue Spring 2022 in-house. This is the last time we're gonna have a rhyme like that, except maybe in fall. I don't know.
Perhaps.
So, Ewang back up on the mic and joined by...
I am Omazan, part of CAL, Purdue Air Launchers.
Omazan.
Omaz. It's both. It's either or. Omazan or Omazan, whatever you feel like.
Either
Omazan.
way, Zach is our fantastic hand behind some of the streams and the stickers.
Yeah.
Big graphics helper, UX master, and we're very happy to have you on. So, what do you think about Peas I Don't Eat versus Precision Mollusk Unit?
Oh, big names right there.
Big names.
Honestly, I think we got a really good matchup here on the side of Pi for short. I'll refer to them as Pi for simplicity purposes. We have Cold, who's going to mostly be playing backline, if I'm not mistaken. I know we have Cynthia on their side. I think we can probably expect them to be playing K-Gal or K-Shot, realistically.
Guns, guns, and guns.
And then on the other side, we have PMU. And we have Aster. I think we're going to continue to see some of his Gremlin-esque plays.
Always.
Beacon. What do you think?
I think that the backline dynamic's gonna be interesting. I don't know what Cold's gonna play, because he's been having a lot of weapon switch-arounds recently, but Plan B is gonna be solid on the Dynamo for PMU. So let's see, Splat Zones, Walleye Warehouse, what's going to show up? Flings by Cynthia, guns for the rest. Interesting.
Ooh, all
Dynamo
right.
for Plan B as expected.
We don't have a beacon on the side of Aster's team.
No,
which
he's
will be
running
interesting.
the BDX Sploosh,
Ah, yes.
his famous favorite. But yeah, that is ridiculous.
Alrighty.
I like how you said Cynthia was gonna play the gun, and they're the only one not doing so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
They're on the Flings the Roller.
Alright, this will be an interesting matchup then.
Oh, good bomb from Dino jumping out to regroup. Aster going in with the sploosh. Going fast,
saved by the
moving,
teammate.
getting that zone, but the armor coming out. Aster lurking with the stamp now. Looking to move it.
Looks like some of the blue team is getting pinned in the corner there.
Oh, the Flings taking advantage of stamp lag, but getting taken out by the follow-up. Oh, the Luna and the Dynamo alone. Mizuno going in for the chase. She gets the pick.
Mizuno capturing that side for their team as well there.
They're chewing through those penalty points pretty fast. Early game, only 1 minute in. Plan B locking down and moving up. But there's somebody flanking the left alley. We'll see if they catch it.
Plan B trying to hold down that snipe area for her team to be able to move in, and it seems like they might be able to capture.
Only Aster, though, doesn't work. Oh, double with the
A
stamp!
clean double.
Gotta find Mizuno 1v1.
Oh,
Mizuno
he gets
wins
picked.
it. Rotating on him, the BM. Oh my goodness, Mizuno, calm down.
It looks like Pi's going to be holding their lead for now.
It seems so, I agree, and they're widening it as the seconds go on. The short-range weapons of PMU have to figure out how to get in with Plan V and her Booyah. The specials are coming out. The Rat is moving in. The Rat gets one, gets two. Good
another double.
reflexes, moving in. Can he get the four?
Oh,
Where's four?
can he finish
Right
it?
there behind
Can he get the
box.
quad?
No!
Oh.
The hitbox betrays him. You hear the stamp
Picked
stocks
off
going
again
out.
by
Mizuno
Mizuno.
going for the quad of her own, saying, "Let me show you how it's done to her teammate."
Mizuno really holding it down for their team.
Another quad. You can hear her yell. She's super proud of herself, showing Aster how it's done. Doesn't matter that her gun outranges the other. We'll see how it rolls out. Aster rolling out now.
Pi holding down the fort really well.
Wait, here it comes again. They keep falling for it. They keep falling for this stamp.
The same tricks every time, but they work.
Oh, Aster and Mizuno. Here they are. Aster wins
won
this
the
time.
fight.
There we go. That's what we were looking to see. That's what it's all about. It literally is, if you look at the scoreboard on the top, just Aster and Mizuno scrapping for kills while everybody else paints around them. This is
Really
like
is.
1v1 between the guns. Toasty taken out by the Luna, but gets one with a bomb. Warmonk missile looking for his own missiles. Trying to move up. Aster with another stamp.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is looking a bit
getting
tight
greedy
for
for the
him.
jump and
Ah.
doesn't get it. Gets gunned down. Stop feeding for kills, Aster. Play the zone, you're losing.
Natalie holding down the fort pretty well.
Oh, escapes the bomb.
barely.
Huge movement. This might be the opportunity to retake the zone. Only Cold in the zone. Mizuno fighting Warmonk. K-shot to K-shot.
Mizuno really holding down the right
Yeah,
side of
K-shot
mid
to
very well.
K-shot. She wins it out. Avoids the booyah. Baller coming out. Hits the missiles. Baller sucks. This is unfortunate. Mizuno pushing up hard. Her lead is almost out of penalty.
Ooh, close spawn.
Don't die is the call from Plan B, and that's exactly what has to happen. This is their last chance. Unfortunately, 3 of them do die. That's 4. The game is sealed. Man,
Dang.
a resounding victory for Peas I Don't Eat.
Peas I don't eat. What a name.
What a name. Shout out to Cold for his amazing random off-the-cuff names. How many missiles is that? 12. Still not a run for Joey. Joey's got what? 24? 18? 18. 3 people can't even measure up to Joey. Insane.
They'll have to try harder to beat him next time.
Exactly. Well, they have 2 more chances to do that, and these next 2 maps are a little bit more open.
They are.
Ooh, Clamblitz Reef. I think that's Joey's favorite map to grind missiles on and pretend to be playing Turf War instead of the real mode, so this might be the one for them to get those missiles out.
If they're willing to run a missile comp, they may be able to pull that off. But aside from that, I am interested to see what happens on both sides this time.
Yeah, because missiles are not really the greatest special in clams. They get
Yes.
people shaken up, but you can't really push in with them. Because smart people just move out of the way, keep shooting at you, throw some bombs, and go to town.
I am interested to see if we see any bubbles come out here
Yes.
from either side.
The super strong special of Clamblitz. My tenet is Ballers, Bubble, and Booyah. The 3 Bs of Clam Blitz. B. That's how you push. Use a B special. Alright. So, who do you think's gonna pull out those Ballers, Bubbles, and Booyahs for each team?
I think we might see a baller from Cold, although he has been diversifying his weapon pool recently, so it may depend a little bit depending on what his team wants to work off of.
Gotcha.
I do think we'll probably see a K-Gal, to be perfectly honest, from Cynthia.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
It do be like that,
You've
but it is one of
grown
the
at
Bs.
seeing it. Plan B probably on the Dynamo again, though.
Perhaps, but honestly, I have been seeing the foil from her recently.
Foil, ooh.
So it's not impossible that we'll see things continue to get shaken up
Perhaps.
there.
We will see, we will see, we will see.
Both teams thinking really hard here. We hear a
Yeah.
lot of comms from both of them trying to decide what they're going to do.
Indeed. 30 seconds and only 1 ready up on Dino. I guess we'll expect that Luna to come back. Luna is fantastic here with all of the height differences. The baller for pushing.
Ooh, baller.
And
Yeah.
the splat bomb.
We love our bees.
We love our bees. Shout out to bees, making the world go round. Oh, I'm getting demolished by Ryan, Basical Tent Man, on the commentator's stream deck. All right, 5 seconds, 2 more lock-ins. Let's get it ready, moving.
Cold doing the big thing.
He's expanding his brain.
Expanding.
Cold is a lot smarter than some of the weapon picks might seem on the surface. Some people might underestimate the Clash Blaster or the Backline Junior or the Blob, but in his head he knows what's going on. Oh, Blob from Cold, there it is.
There's
Bubble
the
from
K-Gal.
Aster, Baller, but no Dynamo from Plan B. She opts for the Kunder, going to be more
Interesting.
supportive.
Alright.
It makes sense with the aggression of the comp that is running with her. She provides armor, torpedo pressure, looks for people. Nice tag team from Aster and Dino on the bottom here. But they're armored, and Luna's moving up. Ooh! Oh, we're stuck in the tree. That Booyah's not going anywhere.
Oh!
A little bit of a misplay from the K-Gal, but it doesn't matter. Their teammates are clutching up.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Pie pulling through right now with the points.
Luna moved in, got a pick. Trades are coming out left and right. Bubbles going from Aster, but Cynthia wipes him out.
Pie maintaining their pressure here on the basket. Plan B trying to hold him back and just getting a trade on the K-Gal right there.
But the Luna's back. This throws a bubble bomb. Oh, nope. Luna's dead to a bubble bomb. Toasty moving in, but the
missing
barrier,
his clams though.
Barrier lifts up and denies them a continued push. But they've still got control in that corner.
Control.
Missiles coming out might change that. Cynthia stuck, has to retreat to cold. Likewise on the bridge. Mizuno's gone. This is a big opportunity. Aster looking with the squeezer. Has the bubbles ready. Sees Cynthia. Gets Cynthia. Moves in on the blob. Blob might be jumping. Where'd Blob go?
PMU building up a good special set.
Yep, they've got the bubbles. The baller's right. Yep, there it is.
Going back for the ball. Understandable.
Going back for the ball.
May have not been the right call, though.
Yeah, that's the end of the push. They needed those bubbles. Now the bubbles are going to have to be defensive. Nope. Too slow. K-Gal's coming up, lasering you, using advantage of all those buffs. Booyah going to go right in their face.
That's another push from Pi.
Dino has to feed in. That's what Luna does best, and he's making it most of it. Oh, no. K-Gal does the K-Gal thing. It's a gun. It's no fun. We all know that, but only Mizuno left. Looking for that
foil
ball.
Holding down the fort, getting a 3 kills
Aster gets
there.
it. Aster gets it. Now they have to reset again. And almost got bubbles, too.
This is a really good opportunity for PMU to try to move up here, as Pi has to reclaim their territory.
Yep. Oh, very nice pick on Cynthia. Here again, no opportunity. Aster's ready. Taking out Mizuno, almost. It's a good spot for bubbles, though. Cold holding down the defense on street.
Oh, the baller in armor.
Man.
He can't get the bubbles out, though.
Toasty with no fear, moving and taking advantage of that armor. Yep, that's a wipe.
Another
Not
wipe.
Good. Think they're moving fast, or are they going to hang out?
Oh no, they're already trying to go in for a third push here, it looks like.
It was relentless. Oh my goodness. Mizuno taking the flank to
going
car.
sneaky.
Do they have the clams to share? Yep, Mizuno's there, but Aster
only gets
trades.
to trade.
It doesn't matter though. Numbers are going down, but Pi is holding it together. Oh.
Warmonk holding it down. But taking an L right there.
This is a very scrappy game. Trades are coming out. Nobody has a definite hold. It's PMU just going down, Aster flubbing those bubbles on Squeezer. That's letting Pi come out on top of this trade festival.
Pi holding back for the moment, although it looks like they are beginning to move up now.
Pi can afford to hold back. They've got an 81-point lead. 4 specials, 3 specials. Specials are coming out. Oh my goodness, all of the specials. It's special time. Good calls from Natalie to move back. But she's missiled now. And,
Dino moving up a bit too soon.
Yes, indeed.
The bubble's not doing enough either.
No, Aster's not bombing those bubbles out. He doesn't have the chance. Shredding the shield of Plan B. And that's another ball. It's up to Dino to hold this up. It looks like he's out of ink. No, the tragedy gets one. Ooh. It's not enough. Good Luna plays, but not close enough.
And that wins the set for Pi, if I'm not mistaken. Although there is one more game.
There is one more game. We'll see if we bring it back. Aster's holding a VOD review mid-set, trying to get rid of the issues happening. We'll see it. We'll see if the mid-set PMU VOD review helps them lock out those troubles that they're having and gets them to game 3.
The dynamics between the teams today have been pretty interesting, though. It seems like each team has one that they're weak to and one that they're pretty strong against.
I agree.
We've been seeing wipes and then counter wipes after each set.
Oh, but here's the map to turn things around. TC Inkblot, the birth of the Beacon Man Tower strategy. If there's any map for Aster to play his famed crack on roller, this is it.
Yeah, this is the time to go full on Beacon Man.
Turn off your neurons, turn on your sub power. Can we get some sub powers going in the chat? It's time for this to happen.
Sub power up. Blue triangle, green triangle, all the triangles.
Triangle?
Triangle?
Looking like some Doritos out here. But we have to think though. If Aster's in the crack on roller, that can't do too much on its own. It needs help to get in. And so how is PMU going to supply the paint and pressure to help Aster get it?
We have been seeing Warmonk on the K-Shot. So I think that's going to be pretty crucial to have him be a painter to try to back them all up.
Yes, yes.
I think Dino trying to maybe lean more into a weapon that's good with paint may also help out their team, and Natalie trying to back up the team from the backline with a Dynamo may help seal the deal.
Well, if Dino stays in that Luna, though, then they're going to have 2 Ledge Demons hanging out, so it's all going to rely on whether or not PMU could snowball off an initial push if we keep seeing that Luna. But I don't know if the comp of Pi is going to allow them to do that, because they've been running a lot of guns, a lot of bombs, doing that all-around thing. Makes sense since you have the 2 shooter players of mid-level on the team, but still. We'll see how it goes. Tower Control Inkblot Art Academy. Let's see if we can get something going. Rapid from Cold, I like it. And Beacon Girl coming out to combat Beacon Man. Let's see how this goes. Ready, go.
All right. The first 10 seconds of this match are going to be very crucial.
Yeah.
Especially for the side of Pi.
Getting those beacons placed in the first 10 seconds, setting up. Warmonk definitely painting, as you said, in Plan B with the Dynamo putting out that long-range pressure. Luna moving up on Toasty, getting pinched, getting pressured. How is he going to survive? By popping the armor. Maybe, but there's still no disadvantage.
Toasty trying to get some points off the tower briefly.
Oh, Aster's waiting. Wah. There he goes. Wah. And jumps out to avoid the missiles. There's the classic. Get some clips in. Oh, but the brush defending the Enza. Aster waits for his next victim.
Ooh.
Victim spotted.
Victim. Oh, multiple victims even.
Oh no, there's one. There's 2.
Both of them gone.
The shark attacks. The baller comes out. This is the momentum they needed.
Absolutely. We see Aster setting up his plays. Oh, but
Aster calls out the beacon
Girl.
from their own. Beacon Girl gets stuck in the booyah.
Uh-oh.
Aster's looking, searching, destroying, dominant on that crack-on roller. Waiting for his next victim, as we've said, but the armor might save Toasty. The armor might. The flames are coming out. Aster's
everyone
stuck.
collapsing on Aster.
And yes,
there it is.
Gets destroyed in the 2v1. And the Luna goes down as well. Luna not contributing too much. And oh my
Plan
goodness.
B getting ganged up on as well there.
Pi is steamrolling right now. They've found the switch. But they have a fair bit to push through.
They do.
PMU made it to check 2, and check 1 is still a very difficult place to get through. But if they keep getting all these picks, then they're going to do it smoothly. Uncontested on tower, Cold with the rapid. Oh man!
Trade.
Good trade, shutting down Beacon Man. No funny business. 2v2. Good booyah from Plan B. That's the tool they needed to lock down the tower, and beacons are not as close up.
That's going to help buy them a lot of time here. It's going to depend on if they're able to see this coming
Oh,
out, though.
Plan
Oh, they
B
do.
does, and Aster's right there to support. One jump out, Aster's looking for it, sets up that beacon to get some intel. And again, waiting for his next victim to come down the steps.
This may not be the most optimal place, although...
Wait, there it is. It's called out. That's another kill. Baller fails.
Time to move.
Baller sucks. The armor is coming out for defense, and it's Beacon Man against Beacon Girl. Beacon Man wins. The roller beating out the brush. Let's see where he goes next.
PMU's gradually building specials here to try to maintain their push.
Warmonk needs to get those missiles and get on the tower, though. He's lagging behind a bit. It's up to the front lines, as I said in the start, to Shark and Demon and get things going. They're content to hold their lead, though. Aster just making sure that things are set up for the defense. Couldn't break that beacon, bottom right. That might come back to haunt him later. Jumps out to the left, but he's getting called out. They're wising up to his tricks. Brushes above. Will he survive? What's going on? Wait. Oh, no,
Ooh,
no,
oh.
no.
He's getting chip damage,
He
but not
is getting
finishing any
chipped, not
kills.
finishing it off. You're absolutely right. Looks like the rest isn't going so well for everybody. Aster misses the armor, and that's all up to Warmonk.
Just trades out. Ooh. Clean missiles from Warmonk. Trying
Holding
to
it
hold
down, letting his teammates get back in. Have to get off the tower. Cold backing up to hold mid. Oh, that's a got two from Aster. Looks like he's moving up. Ooh. Cold's wise
Aster
to
going
him.
a bit too far away from his team for support.
Yeah, the 2v1. Cold's wise to his tricks. Mizuno moving in.
Dino also isolating himself a tad.
He's got the baller, though, so he can bail himself out if he needs to. And he's moved back to his teammates, but no,
Alright.
the missiles. Ooh, the drop roller. Toasty has to retreat. Aster refuses to play it patient. Brush finding. Oh. Nice tag team from Cynthia and Mizuno to try and hunt out Beacon Man. Out of ink.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Can he
That's gonna
jump?
be it.
He has the time.
Oh!
He makes it out. Legendary.
did
That
it.
sub power up really pushing in. Making the call. Oh, but does not win. The
Doesn't
Flings
finish
of
the call.
superior range. This is it. This is the last 3 seconds to push that they need. Oh,
and they're
Cynthia
getting the
coming in
picks to do
huge.
it.
Getting 3. Going for 4. Luno sweeting for tower. Oh no, this is it. This is the end.
This is gonna be.
They're
Oh,
feeding 1 by 1. They lost the lead. I don't think they're making it out of this one, Amazon.
their options are so small too.
Yeah, plan B feeding and getting a trade. 5
Ooh,
seconds
1
left.
to 2.
Only the
Dino
Luna
might
under
do
the
it.
tower. Me.
Oh, but they're armored.
The armor seals the deal. The guns of Pi win it again.
The gun meta, everyone.
The gun
The
meta.
shooter meta.
Get a not like this in chat. I can't believe it.
Not like this. Surely not.
Cynthia's flings are really coming in. Getting 14
yeah.
missiles paired with Mizuno. Still not 18, but still a fair amount of missiles.
There is hope that one day they will reach the missiles high score there.
Indeed, there's still hope. For now, we're going to take a little bit of a break and then go to our 3rd place and our top cut matches. Don't go anywhere. Go get some water. I guess I should say go get some water. Don't go too far. How about that? We'll settle with that.
All right.
We're live now? Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're live now.
This one is the one that doesn't show up.
Yeah, that's the one that doesn't show up, I think, because it's the same color as the green screen. So it's only the eyes that show up, isn't it?
Ninja squid.
Chul Ninja Squid. Hi,
One green.
Yeah. Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Splatoon at Purdue in-house. It's
Yeah.
Mizuno,
It's gaysicle.
your favorite eye tappers on the mic.
Oh yeah, I have nothing better to do, so I'm commentating.
Yeah, pretty much. Friday nights.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay. We'll be busy tomorrow at Squid Boards, won't we? We got Squid Boards tomorrow, remember?
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh my god. Hey.
I'll hop on the mic
Yeah, it's Squid Boards.
when we're playing.
Of course, right. Yeah, do that as well.
Who needs 4 people on a team?
Yeah. Alright, how much do you hate Zone's walleye on the scale of 1 to... What? Oh, throw it?
Mimikyu has been yeeted from existence.
Oh yeah, we have a bunch of plushies
can you-
this way.
Oh, they can't see them.
I don't know. It's okay. Just bring the plushies forward. We have several plushies that the members bring to club because we want to show off our plushie collection. I know Omazen has a is it Arceus or Arceus? How do you pronounce it?
Archeops.
Close enough.
Oh, they're starting. That's right.
Oh, right. We have a game to commentate. That's right. I figured. RPG versus the Galaroonies. 3.84 times 10 to the power of 2. I don't like math.
Sounds like someone's up to something funny. Well, that wasn't that funny.
E-liter and 2 gals. I mean, that makes sense though, because like this is literally map long.
Very normal gear from what I can see. No 3 mains of sub power up or anything. A little bit disappointing, but
It's
Oh,
it's
wow.
generic stuff. At least the comps are interesting. Unlike what other people run nowadays. We like to spice it up here at Purdue.
everything here is neutral for now. Looks like Pal is beginning to get control. A 3v3 scenario. Zone has been in neutral. It is no longer in neutral for now.
FFX putting on so much pressure on the E-liter. That's gonna be huge. That's gonna be a long con playoff right there.
Yeah. The thing about 96 is that it actually has a lot more range than you think, and especially on a map like Walleye where it's long and narrow corridors, this is going to be probably one of the strengths of PAL.
Al, don't you mean gal?
Same thing.
Close enough. Same syllables. They
Okay, they both have Al in it, so like, it's honestly not my fault.
True. You could blame gal for the name too. It's the official name is too long to say on stream, so they had to put just gal as their prefix.
Oh,
Oh, that was a nice pick by.
Ewan gets a snipe.
Yeah, that was a good pick by Ewang. ITAP fame. The zoners have the zone.
RPG has a zone for now, gets sniped. It looks like we have some sort of E-liter duel for now. It's gonna be, I feel like this game is gonna be between these 2 E-liters duking it out.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a sword fight between the 2 E-liters. I'm just
They're-
imagining like 2 E-liters like being used as swords.
Like the lasers from the E-liters just like used as swords. I can
yeah,
see
like
it.
lightsaber.
Like lightsaber, yeah. Oh, the Zap is trying to rat, does not get in the zone. RPG is trying to cap here. They're not able to cap, but they will soon, hopefully.
Oh.
Armor kind of ruins this Luna's life, and Gal moves in.
Yikes! I thought Karaki had that, but I guess not. Armor too good.
I think he missed the direct too, so it wasn't entirely armor, but it's also like armor.
Yeah. I mean, it's still kind of a yikes moment where you're just in that moment you're like, oh crap, and then you just get yoinked over.
Gal has a lot of paint right now, but Yi Wang is securing the picks to allow RPG to somehow manage to get back in. You see, the thing about E-liter is that it can pressure very safely compared to other weapons. So like on a map like Walleye, when it's really hard to get back in, you want this E-liter to be getting these safe picks.
Yeah, this was also almost pre-planned by Ewang and I. I told him I wanted Walleye in the map less sub capacity, and he told me only if he and Utah are able to play it and have like E-liter duels. So this is pretty much a match made in heaven for these players.
E-liter is really good on this map. If the charger just sits on that box, they can reach the other side of the zone.
Ooh, Blizzard getting a nice clean kill on Koreki there.
All this
is
paint
looking
Gal
pretty good.
has.
Yep.
But Gal ends up getting picked by the leader too much. So that RPG doesn't really have to really coordinate anything to get back in.
They rely on E-leader picks and then now using bubbles to help cap the zone. And just at the nick of time too, right as the penalty box disappears on the side of Gal.
Either tapping this squeezer to death.
Tap, tap, tap.
And Gal has had the lead for this entire game. And it's gonna take really something special for RPG to actually get back in and hold the zone for a while.
Yeah, pretty much keeps going and swapping like penalty points, and that's not gonna actually help RPG actually progress and actually gain points on Gal.
Right.
Oh, Koreki getting a cool kill there. That was some nice slippery stuff.
Good kill by Koreki. Trying to capitalize on this Gal. Gets the Gal. Trying to pressure this Charger. Charger almost dies. Gal is weak though. They need someone to follow up on that. Lets him get away scot-free. The Gal is in zone. Schmoving on the squeezer. And single-handedly carrying this neutral. Gets two. Oh, they're stuck in zone and it looks like RPG only has one more chance.
One more chance to seal the deal, but Gal is in a really pretty position right now, setting up. They have two specials at the ready to hold them back like a child. Basically,
They have their finger on the trigger on those missiles. They're getting ready.
Blizzard just chilling. Missiles
RPG has to go now.
Yeah, they have to go move in.
Bubbles
now.
coming in.
Oh, one goes down though. That's not
They
good.
missed the splat bomb on the bubble, and looks like this will be Gal's win.
That was still a relatively close match though, because of the E-leader battle. Like able to kind of just have that constant tension there. That was pretty cool.
On the side of RPG, the E-leader really helped them get back in when they didn't really sort of coordinate a push to get back in. But when they only relied on the E-leader to get back in, they weren't able to really hold the zone well.
Yeah, they didn't find the good lockout positions to actually finish and gain back the points that they needed.
They didn't. For RPG to win that, they're gonna want to have at least one good hold. That entire game, they sort of just swapped. They sort of just capped zone and then died. They're gonna have to focus on staying alive after capping the zone in order to sort of cut that lead down.
Yeah, they're gonna really need that coordination that they lacked earlier for Clan Blitz the Reef. This is by far the most coordination demanding type of mode that any comp team faces. So that's gonna have to really come out here. I'm surprised the yelling hasn't ensued yet.
Right.
I'm wondering what Ewang will run. I'm assuming Hydra.
Well,
Here, but I won't be surprised with Explo.
I think he's gonna run Hydra, but compared to Walleye, which is a really good E-leader map, this map is clams and also garbage for chargers. So
Yeah.
they're probably both gonna play a non-charger weapon. I predict Yum will play a jet weapon and Ewang will play a Hydra, and it looks like this set has so far been more a contest of the two backlines getting their team back in. We'll see if their other teammates can sort of capitalize on the picks that they get.
Right, exactly. I do want to point out earlier, Utah did bring out a bamboo earlier as well, so that's also a possibility.
That's also possible. Bamboo
Anything
is
goes. Bamboo's pretty good here.
Bamboo is good here.
It's pretty good here with the missiles one too.
Right.
You get to contest bridge a lot easier. I mean, it's pretty nice.
So I can also see Bamboo coming out. We'll see. Yep, there's
Yeah,
the Bamboo,
I called
just
it.
like
I
you called it.
Ah, I called it. I'm so good at the
And the arrow. What on earth is that?
Arrow PT. Koreki's known to run some interesting, funny stuff. He likes to have fun.
Yeah, RPG is running NZAP, double missiles, and a Booyah Bomb along with the Hydra.
I mean, they have a lot of good entry weapons with 2 missiles and a booyah. I mean, that's pretty. I'd say that's pretty strong entry if you just chuck all those into their opponent's tree and just call it good.
Right. The big thing I'm seeing here is that RPG has a lot of specials that can just they can just pop and go, but they don't really have like aggressive weapons that can push in by themselves.
Yeah, good point. And then you see, 2 gals here on the side of Gal, funnily enough. And it ends at Bamboo. They can hold their own a little bit better, I'd say.
Ooh, the Bamboo takes out the Hydra, stopping this push here. Seeing how critical getting rid of that Bamboo is on securing a push. The Gal is somehow trades that.
It do be like that sometimes, okay?
Oh, well, it looks like RPG just has like
All
a
the
bunch of
clams.
clams,
They basically have control of the economy right
but
now.
they need something to get in. More than just specials. They double missile, they booyah, they throw everything, but if no one dies off of this, then they won't get anything out of it. It looks like no one from PAL died to the double missile booyah, meaning this, they wasted all their specials, and now they don't have paint to go in.
Yeah, the push is basically dead after 2 go down after just trying to...
They do end up getting a ball.
Someone did manage to throw in a ball, which is pretty cool, but I think this is more of a sign that there's going to be a quick momentum shift in the favor of the Galaroonies.
Right, so RPG ends up getting 20 points by a flank, but who knows, that might not work out well for them because they're giving them a pity.
True, and now we're just kind of this neutral situation.
Bamboo is trying to poke into their street. I feel like this Bamboo is going to be crucial to getting in. 2 go down,
3 go down,
three
and
go down.
Hydra go down. There's the push. There it is, ladies and
Push.
gentlemen.
The arrow spray has to play smart here. If they die here, then they'll be desynced. There's the counter push. They do have a pity at their basket, so if someone wants to respawn and jump in with that, they can get another 20 points.
Ooh, good point. Good point. I mean, I hear lots of crazy callouts.
It looks like RPG is feeding in one by one. Definitely not the way you want to play. But
almost in dropping there's a little dangerous, but they don't capitalize on that drop.
looks like someone died to someone's sprinkler, and I must say the person who died to that sprinkler must throw up their weapon.
Devastated. Absolute devastation. Imagine dying to a sprinkler. It's almost as if you didn't do that yesterday in our scrim, did you?
I've never.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Now here's an interesting thing here. The Galaroonies now have 2 clams, and they have a little bit more bridge control. This might be a dangerous situation for RPG.
RPG, that aerospray is kind of in a strange situation, but they ended up coming back and getting control of their street, which is good for their RPG. They can start a push off that if they get the picks. Our arrow gets a pick.
That's 3 down.
Oh, that's 3 down on the side of PAL.
That's a wipe.
That's a wipe.
That's the push that RPG needs, and here they come. There's a jump.
This is definitely the lead for them. PAL needs to figure out a way to get them out without feeding into their faces. And it looks like they get out the Hydra, which is going to be crucial here. A good defense on the side of PAL, getting out RPG players.
A couple of the RPG players wisely also step back from the situation to kind of preserve special and positioning, which is good. So it's not as damaging of a comeback later that Gal can make,
Right,
which is pretty spicy.
We can see RPG still had 2 specials there, and they popped the missiles and their booyah. We'll see if they can do something off of this. PAL still needs to get the lead. Looks like they're going to need a power clam plus some.
Yeah, but the Gal going down to 2 are down on the side of
If I'm
Gal.
boosted here, I need to stay alive here.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that you'd be shouting right now to us during scrims.
I totally would.
Yeah.
Sprinkler almost kills Almazan. Almazan prevents the embarrassing moment from happening on stream.
Yeah, no one wants that.
Good. The missiles end up killing one of the members of PAL. PAL is 2 down. They have bridge control, but no clams at the moment. They do have a pity. They need to stay alive here. Their members aren't all here, and they need to punish that ends Zap for pushing up too far. A good trade out, though. Both teams end up being 3-3.
Yeah, but now there's only 10 seconds left. They don't have the ball. They still haven't grabbed the pity yet, actually. And they don't have a ball ready to go. Actually, they might just outright lose in the next second here.
It's a trade.
Oh, no, wait. I think someone grabbed the ball.
They grabbed the ball, but they only have 2 people on this fighting and trying to push in an RPG. They might not have enough time to get this ball in.
Gal is trying to make a desperate move here.
They're trying to push through alley, but the balls are revealing their positions. They don't.
RPG takes a win.
RPG does win.
And now it's 1-1. Which is a very interesting thing because
It's the first time.
I think
today.
the first time that happens today, and I think whoever wins, this is like this is an important game for the Gals because they need this set to ensure that they make it over to grand finals to the match with first and second place.
Right.
So this is actually a very important game for the Galaroonies that they have to secure here.
Interestingly enough, RPG ran double missiles and a Booyah Bomb there. And the thing I always say about running special spam is that you can run special spam, but a lot of teams, they play too passive because they run special spam. And they don't really have the ability to get in. But on the side of PAL, they also had a hard time getting in because they ran 2 Gals and a Bamboo.
Yeah.
So they didn't really have someone that can like feed in, which you definitely need for every team.
Yeah, I want to call out that point too, because a lot of teams nowadays over rely on specials and like using them as a win con to get back into the zone and get the objective.
Right.
Nowadays, I feel like that's like a really common thing. But I think in this case, it really helped RPG actually. Like they actually moved in with it.
They did.
And capitalized on those moments with Karaki's Booyah Bomb and then the subsequent missiles.
Yeah, the thing that RPG did well was they linked their missiles and the Booyah Bomb, and compared to RPG, PAL didn't really have that kind of synergy among specials. They had double armor and missiles, but didn't really have anything to directly go in like Booyah Bomb. So...
Or Bubbles. I think Bubbles would have been a better pick
or
here
Bubbles.
as well to secure the street area.
Both teams really lack a sort of player that can create opportunities, because it usually ends up being a really a neutral game.
Yeah, it can be fairly neutral and lots of back and forth here. Like these aren't just, I don't know. I guess both teams are just inconsistent. I think that's a good way of putting it.
I think both teams are not the most aggro team, so they end up like sort of playing neutral for longer than some other teams might.
Well, I think I also have to point out here that these teams aren't experienced at all, because these are just drafted teams that we did during a club meeting about a week ago. They only had a little bit of practice this past Wednesday, so a lot of these teams don't have that synergy form that most teams in the competitive community have nowadays.
Right.
That being said, Game 3, 1-1 tie between RPG and Gal. This is a very important game that will determine seeding for Top Cut.
Looks like the K machine goes down immediately, and the thing I see about Gal here is that they're playing that Curse the Gal, the black one that I won't talk about. But they have an opportunity here to push.
Oh wow, with the almost wipe here, RPG taking that tower very quickly.
Let's see if Yi-Wang can stay alive here. Doesn't, goes down to the enemy charger, and we're gonna see another charger off here. We'll see if their teammates are able to capitalize off the opportunities these 2 chargers make.
Yeah, the battle of the 2 chargers
The charger
here.
gets another pick.
The battle of the 2 chargers here are going to be pretty crucial in determining the pace of the game, I think.
Right.
And determining how quickly the tower is going to go, because the more picks that the
another
charger is able to
pick.
get, like this, now the tower is able to go. But
Stingray comes out, but the armor protects the charger, and they're able to sit through these points. Let's see if they can get to that second check.
Gal is looking mighty pretty right now, setting up into their bats. Koreki is going to move in on this and try to halt the tower from pushing any longer. Dies to the bomb rush, and but the charger goes down, which might be a very lucky break for
Missiles
RPG.
come out and prevent the push, and they're now PAL is more scattered. But the thing is, they still have mid control, so as long as they play this smartly, this push can continue.
Exactly right. Mid control allows them to continue this push momentum. Ooh, Kraken getting a clean kill down the tower. Looks like it's just about stopped. Oh,
Lots of trades coming out, and it ends up being 2-2. But the thing is that Gal has mid control, or at least they're in mid compared to RPG. This jump should get destroyed.
Ooh.
Yeah. The thing about playing against Charger, you always want to be careful about where you're jumping, because you can get sort of deleted like that super easily.
you die in the game, you die in real life.
Yeah, I think since one of Gal's members died in real life, they're now a 3v4ing PAL, or 3v4ing RPG.
Right, of course. The Gal armor being really aggressive here, trying to just swarm into their bats like that without any backup there. That was a cool. That was a play. That was a cool play.
It was a play. I don't think it was the right time for that, but their teammates ended up sweeping out RPG, and they're able to continue to push this tower.
This is
Ewing gets collapsed on. He gets punished for being in that position, and that's pretty bad because you can see the Ray is going to be necessary to defend this push.
Yeah, that was a very punishing play there, and you can already see they're done with the check.
This might be a
the
knockout. There's only 11 points left.
Oh my
RPG
God.
needs to feed to tower very soon. 4 points, 2 points, 1 point, and it's a game. The tower slides in by itself.
Smooth like butter. RPG goes down, and the gals rise up 2-1 against RPG. And that was set number 2 of round 3. That means all of our Swiss stages are done.
Very clean game by gals. They were pretty much in control the entire game, and we can tell from that kill count that Yum was basically shutting down RPG's defense every time.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right, with that being said, we're going to move on to our top cut stage. Seeds have now pretty much been determined. We'll be right back with the top cut matches here soon as we figure out seeding, get some players swapped around, and stick around, everyone. Top cut's right around the corner. Good question. I don't know.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the grand finals of the Splatoon at Purdue Spring 22 in-house tournament. Thank you for sticking with us so far. And get some hype going. We are loving this. So right now, we have Precision Mollusk Unit, PMU, facing off against Peas I Don't Eat. Ready for the best of 5 grand final set. I am joined on the mic by Gaisicle, Tent Man of ITAP fame. He is still here. We have chained him to the chair. He cannot leave. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep on this chair, but I'll at least get 1 or 2 games done.
All right. We'll see how far Tent Man lasts. Hopefully they will make these interesting and wake him back up. Getting into our best of 5 set. First up, we have Splat Zones on Albacore Hotel, which is a fun map for our backliners. Unfortunately, not many of the backliners seem to make it into grand finals. And so, how do you think that these frontline heavy teams are going to make it on this map?
Oh, they're gonna die if they have like a long range weapon. Cause the thing about Albacore Zones is that kind of the map really benefits longer range weapons. Cause like a T-Tech would die here, or like a Sploosh. Rollers. So I can't see Beacon Man coming out on this map unless he plays Beacon Brush or Beacon Tent and plays 2 pure sub power with Drop Roller and also Ink Res and 3 pures or 3 subs special power up.
He could play the rarefied Beacon Leader.
Drop Roller Beacon Leader.
The Drop Roller Beacon Leader. Love to see it.
Yeah, and we're looking at I can see his screen from here, and it seems that he's playing Beacon Leader.
Yeah?
Yeah, but my vision is pretty bad.
Yeah?
It's like 5 meters off or something.
Take your glasses off, maybe you'll see.
Okay, it looks like he's playing the Goo Tuber with Beacon.
Ah yes, the Beacon Dude. Alright, well, we'll see what it actually is when it comes to the screen closer to Ryan's less than 20/20 vision. Splat Zones on new Albacore Hotel. Game 1 of Grand Finals Precision Mollusk Unit versus Peas I Don't Eat. No leader. No leader. I have been thoroughly disappointed, but we do see double fizzy for PMU, and I like that a lot.
Interesting K-Pro gear from Mizuno, not opting for the regular throw on all of your MPU and opting for some sub power up or sub saver and something other saver.
We do see all Kensa weapons from PMU, just noticing that. I like that a lot, and it seems like it's working out for them. Aster ready to go, running out of ink, no longer ready to go, but has the splashdown, and they're starting to lock out with those fizzies.
The thing about Machine on this map is that it can really pressure these rare slopes. Like, trying to get in against the Machine here is going to be rough.
Oh, good map up top. We see Cold far left, and all the rest coming in on right. They're pressuring Cold. Aster jumps in.
This Booyah Bomb is going to... Oh! That's ridiculous! PMU survives that Booyah Bomb somehow, and they get a quad. They didn't throw that Booyah Bomb into the water.
Brady with the heads-up play on the K-Pro, turning around, seeing Cold, and now the lockout continues.
There's a lot of Booyah weapons. Oh! It looks like they might... The missiles are gonna try to prevent...
No missiles on zone, though. They're nowhere close to them. They're all bunched up in this right area.
They're just...
All PMU has to do is back up, throw their fizzy bombs. Oh, this could be it. The splashdown.
Oh, splashdown!
They recap, and all they have to do
is
hold
not trash! Unbelievable.
Oh, no.
Wait, they have to not lose this. They have to not zoom
then they
zone here.
don't. Huge steamroll from PMU. You can hear David popping off and going primal in the background.
Yeah, and Pi really locked that out. Especially with that splashdown. Splashdown not being trash for once and actually landing.
It was incredible, and almost like threw a booyah too. Aster must have jumped in with that, his signature move.
It's really remarkable. Pi had the opportunities to move in multiple times, especially with the booyah, but they couldn't clear out PMU.
I think it was because of the pressure from those double fizzy.
Right.
Because all PMU had to do was sit back and fizzy, and they weren't no leader, but they got the job done.
Right. The thing about it was a quick game, so I'm a little bit disappointed. They had 2 Booyah Bomb weapons. I wanted to see one of them throw the Booyah into the water.
Well, No chance for that here. Black Valley Skate Park has no water and all slopes. So do you think that they'll even bring back the Booyahs here for Rainmaker, a move that's all fast and acceleratory?
Well, there is no water here, so they might not play Booyah.
Understandable.
I can see a C-Jet coming out. Wait, no. My brain is telling me that it's going to be a Clash. And V-Clash probably from Cold, who's a notorious V-Clash player.
V-Clash propagandist. He's making it look good during the Invitational.
Right. V-Clash has been a surprise pick here. Nobody plays that weapon, not even Clash players.
The V-Clash players are their own breed. We'll see if it comes out and if it works. We have game 2. PMU up 1-0 on Peas I Don't Eat. Rainmaker Black Belly. Let's see how it goes. Getting into it.
To this comp. Yes, the
There you are,
V-Clash.
and Beacon Girl coming out. Double Slosher and the Flingza. Oh
Looks
boy.
like Aster's opting for the machine. An interesting build I do not agree with, but we'll see how it deals. No object shredder,
No
from what I
object
can
shredder.
see.
But they got popped anyway. They have the benefit of a strong bomb comp as opposed to the Beacons taking away one bomb.
PMU gets popped, but we can see that it's because Pi was fiending for
Oh,
specials.
Dino's moving in on the try. The armor popped, though, protecting, and Dino goes down.
Dino does go down. Couldn't
Call
get
outs are
anything
heating
off
up.
of that.
Mizuno watching top right for her team. Calling for this way. It seems she wants to start a push. The Beacon's ready. The flashdown canceled.
Cancel, but he will have splashdown coming in. But
He will have
it,
splashdown coming in.
it doesn't matter if there's no one to jump
Mizuno's
to.
flipping and sliding, pulling out the missiles right in front of the face of the try.
Whoa, the try clutched that out
Yeah.
and prevent the Rainmaker from getting any more
Unfortunately,
points.
Cold is still there, and he's got the Stingray revved up. They're going to move in with that.
The Ray is pressuring the top
Huge
right.
fiending from Cynthia.
Splashdown doesn't
Gets
get
that in.
canceled, but
They still have the steam to keep going, especially as Mizuno gets that pick. Flings a stuck top, being pressured by the Clash, manages to zone it out, pull those missiles, and find where the others are.
if you're PMU here, you want to be careful and watch this Rainmaker because you have a couple players who can just sneak in and grab it, especially that brush.
I don't think
Oh, they do. They
Oh.
didn't watch it close
did
enough.
not watch it. Lulled into a false sense of security by Cynthia's feed earlier that did not wait for Toasty. Clash still in here. Where are they? They're focusing in on it. Clash manages to jump out. That's insane.
Wait, I can see a Mizuno flanking.
see a Mizuno
Let's see if
flanking
they
as
call it
well.
out. They don't call
Oh
it
my
out.
goodness,
Oh
she's
my
doing it
God.
again. She tried it. Oh my goodness. She forgot to paint the pedestal again and pays for it with her life.
Like I said, they have to be careful about these flanks. There's an Octobrush on the other team with all that movement.
Oh man, Cold gets taken out by the try, and PMU is moving. Still 3 minutes for them to get it back, and Plan B is on it with that Rainmaker. Nowhere to jump off the map on this one, though, so they have to move with it. They couldn't wait for it to reset after the disaster that happened last time.
The missiles might kill the rain here, and they do. They weren't in a position to avoid those missiles.
Uh-oh, and that's a wipe. Things
That's
are not
a wipe.
looking good.
This might be it.
Cynthia moving up, tunneling in.
That K shot
Destroyed by the
doesn't
Flingza.
kill the Flingza. Gets the trade with the Ray, but
Fizzy's coming out to zone out the Rainmaker and the Clash. Clash has to get underneath, but can't do so in a hail of bombs.
if I'm the Clash here, I want to sort of back out because the Rainmaker is screwed here no matter what. But the Rainmaker gets one. They might be able to make
Mizuno
something
stuck in the
happen.
missile. She does not live, and that's 3 down on the side of Pi.
Wait, PMU is struggling to
Yeah,
get out of
Toasty
this.
sitting on that pedestal managed to make it happen.
Splashdown will
After
get
moving
nothing
in,
here.
Clash supporting.
Insane clutch. I don't know how he got the Rainmaker,
3v3.
but PMU really
Dino
needs to
drop.
clean
That
them
might
out.
not be good. Dino sitting sharking, gets a kill, but gets zoned out by the Clash. Clash 10 missile, backs up and dies. This is huge. 3 down on the side of Pal, and PMU moves up. Got that Rainmaker reset. Astro moving to take space aggressively.
Now, if you're PMU here, you need to get a couple pushes off because you don't have that much time.
No, 1 minute 30. I said that it was 3 minutes. They had plenty of time, and they've eaten that time up in the pushes from Pi. Missile pressing them in, but they still have good ping. Astro moving in, zones that out. Ooh, warm-up catches that guy.
Looks like
Toasty on the zap.
this is the time to make a push if you're going to make it.
Definitely, missiles are coming out too. Warmunk looks for them, ready to pop.
Now, the thing about the push here is that you can't feed it.
No. They have to make this in one push. Plan B stuck by missiles, has to retreat. Not a good place to move into the little U. Ray comes out. This is not looking good for Plan B. Stuck.
Plan B is screwed here. They have no ink.
Oh, and 2 down as well. This is not good. Aster's unaware of the flank. Gets destroyed. Cynthia insta-popping the missiles. Maybe it could have been better to hold those. But we see that they have the space to move up with them. So the call was made, and they worked with it fine.
Pi is going to play passive here. There's no need to push any further than them because they already got the 4.
Yep. 30 seconds, so LGE is in full swing for both teams. Whoever has it. 2 specials out on the side of PMU. They're going to have to make use of them, especially this try. Make sure they don't feed and die without using special.
For this push,
4 specials.
For this push, not only do they have to grab the Rainmaker, they also need to kill that Ray, who is going to prevent them from pushing anywhere.
And they have to pick 2. Uh-oh.
Oh
Rush.
no, the
Here
flank. The Rain is alone in mid, and they lose the game.
Mizuno clutching it out with the Beacon Girl, making up for her past mistake in forgetting to paint the pedestal. She could have had that sneaky play going on.
Looks like a 1-1 situation so far. PMU really struggled that game, not able to get anywhere and not being solid enough on their defense, not watching people that were feeding into the Rainmaker like that brush. And if you're a team on Rainmaker and you see that brush there, you have to be careful about the flank because they will go for that every time because they are a brush. And not only was it a brush, it was the brush with beacons. And I feel like beacons played a role there in keeping Pi's lock out.
I agree. The momentum that beacons give you on maps is very, very crazy because you can go, full wipe and still make it back to mid while people are scrambling to respawn. And on Tower Control Sturgeon, a long map with a lot of good beacon hiding spots, we might see that keep coming back.
Right. Now it's surprising that PMU weren't able to call out the beacons or the flanks considering they have a beacon master on that team.
I think part of that is Aster's reliance on beacons to watch the flanks for him so he can play up. He checks his map a lot while he plays, and when he's not playing beacon time and has to shout across to see his teammates, I don't think that it's very easy for him to be those eyes in the sky while being down on the ground.
Right, so we'll see if PMU figures out how to play this map.
Looks like they have. They're readied up. It's Pi that we're waiting on to queue into this lobby.
And the interesting thing we'll see here is whether Aster pulls out the beacon roller or is lame.
Well, hopefully he won't be lame. We've been working on that in ITAP, getting him on that beacon roller more and more often.
Right, we'll see in a couple seconds whether I will kick him off the team.
All right, David's fate on ITAP is riding on his pick here. Tower Control Sturgeon Shipyard. Beacon Girl for Mizuno.
It looks like ITAP is a 3-man team.
It looks like ITAP is a 3-man team. We see the squeezer as Aster once again is going to throw bubbles off the floor and bounce them into the ceiling.
What? Wait, that's a V-squeezer. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
ITAP still has Aster on the
ITAP
team.
still has Aster on the team. The V-squeezer is incredible. We will see him use the wall to advantage and beat out any hope of using gun.
And I think the situation that the V-squeezer sort of has here is that if you look on Pi's team, there's no one with a lot of range.
Yeah, it's very short-range comp. They're relying exclusively on the bombs from the junior. It doesn't seem like it's mattering, though, because the K-Gal is zooming on in and making all those picks. Only Warmonk. Warmonk goes down. Try and Dynamo on respawn, and Toasty is tunneling in, looking for where to go. Hits those missiles out. Window is trapped with nowhere to go. K-Gal coming up, doing K-Gal things. We don't like it, but we have to live with it. Booyah almost ready. Dynamo out of ink.
Dynamo is down. They have no way to beat. Good. The tower.
Stingray coming out.
Oh, the Booyah on tower. The Booyah doesn't do anything but keeps the K-Gal alive, and looks like the K-Gal are gonna try to flank that V-squeezer.
Yep, going in for it. No, at the K-shot. K-shot loses.
K-shot loses to the K-Gal.
But tries on top and locking tower down. Trades the brush.
The K-Gal is mowing down this team.
Squeezer has the range, but it's also missile.
It looks like PMU is not spacing this properly. No. They have the range, but they're getting rolled on.
They are.
Aster trying to.
Aster misses his shots. Another Booyah coming out.
This might
from
be
the
a
Kegel.
knockout with the Booyah
Possible.
bomb.
Plan B has to stay alive. Get that Booyah. She's almost got it. There it is. She pops it right off the cuff.
Good Booyah bomb prevents them
Takes
from
out the Kegel. Takes out two.
Insane.
Huge.
And it's only the Brush. Brush is in their base, and this is PMU's time.
Now the question is, where are those beacons hiding? We talked about it. We're seeing one jump in, two jump into the snipe, one jump into the window.
Looks like the Brush fell off the map.
Mizuno falls into the water. Disgraceful, unfortunate, but we have to live with it. Aster pulling out that Stingray. This is the big moment.
The big thing is that Aster has never played a Stingray weapon in his life. Looks like he doesn't get any kills and gets flanked in mid.
Oh, but the try comes in,
Insane
bails
kill.
him out. Aster getting their
This is the type of spacing you want this squeezer to be playing here.
Long range, take advantage of that.
Long range against 4 sort of short range weapons.
Yep. The try coming in to save him with the burst bomb was huge too. That tag team needs to happen more often if they want to push
Kegal's
up.
in Fight Club. Let's see if they can sort of create an opportunity.
Escapes Fight Club.
They drag the PMU players across the map.
Oh, Kegal still swerving and schmoving.
Kegal is moving.
Tunneling in, getting crazy, but losing it. Warmonk's got the moves and the schmoves and the support, and
Aster
Aster's
is
taking
the
a tower away.
What a big brain
That's a wipe.
play.
It's almost.
They're going to need a lot more pushes to get to 14
Yep,
though.
Rep coming in mid. Warmonk's got it.
They need one person to watch that Brush flank,
They have the specials to keep pushing though.
but they have to not commit too hard. They need people in front of tower.
We are coming out from Plan B to lock out that window. Hopefully the Stingray will come into.
2 people in their pit. Let's see if they
Oh,
can
this
capitalize. That's a good jump out.
Yep, only Toasty on the tower. Natalie, oh, she loses, but Dino is above, ready to get it.
If they feed too hard to tower here, this push will die.
Exactly, you're right.
Try goes
Try does
down.
that.
Trade, not the worst.
Still
trade.
3v3. Kegal's trying to hang the angle.
Dynamo
Oh,
goes
that's
down
not
again.
good. 2 down on those gratings.
And if you're the
that's it.
Dynamo here, you want to stay on top of their snipe and slosh down into their pit. The other weapons can't really challenge you from there. You have to take advantage of your range and the height advantage.
I think Dynamo moved up too far. Weird Booyah spot from Cynthia, stuck in the wall. Manages to throw it on the grate and
Gets
kill
a
the
pick.
Dynamo.
Good Booyah. Gets 2. The Kegal is currently mowing down this team.
Yep. Aster has lost the long range and has managed to jump out. This is the last ditch effort.
And if you look at this team, there's only one bomb
Gold
to
moving
counter this
into-
Kegal.
3, 2, 1. That's it.
Right? And if you look at the team comp, PMU had a serious lack of bombs that prevented them from being able to take out that Kegal. They only had the suction bomb and nothing else. That Kegal ruined PMU's life.
Will come to haunt their dreams later. Haunts my dreams every night. Can't
Right.
believe it. Kegal, my detested.
And now Pi is 2-1 up in grand finals.
Game point for Pi, but PMU still has 2 games to bring it back, unfortunately. Clan Blitz Piranha Pit, another map that everybody loves to fiend Kegal on. Do you think we'll see it again?
I think the good thing about this map is that it benefits the longer ranged weapons, but PMU needs to keep in mind that they'll probably see the Kegal again. They can see the Kegal auto-locked, so they need to figure out a strategy to get rid of that Kegal. And I can feel that if they want to get rid of that Kegal, they're probably going to have to run bombs and missiles.
Agreed. Bombs are important for zoning out those walls and stopping the Kegal from wanting to move forward. They're going to have to play in tag teams more too. Plan B and Aster were by themselves a lot, and it was up to Dino and Warmonk to follow up on them.
Right.
And that didn't always happen as the end went on and they started feeding in one at a time.
The strange thing about P-Pit clams compared to other clams maps is that it is harder to break out because once you get a push in, you have control of their entire useless side and their basket. So being able to get that initial breakout will be key. Otherwise, the team that breaks the basket will end up scoring a bunch of clams.
Yeah, because you can keep people in there, keep people putting pressure up, throwing bombs up into that top area for the re-entry, and your teammates can just go in and get claims. Especially if Mizuno stays on this beacon weapon, she can just set up all the beacons underneath and keep jumping in, scoring claims. ITAP's favorite thing to do.
Right, beacons are crucial here. We can see whether either team pulls out the beacons.
I surely hope they do. It's time to see if Aster gets disowned again for playing the wrong weapon.
Right. I
Clam
adopted
Blitz.
him before. Well, we can see what weapon he plays. Try Slosher.
Price Slosher, he's allowed to stay. This is good. Interesting lack of pushing specials aside from one Booyah per team, though. Not sure what to think
K-Pro
about
and
this.
the Fling Zone. Interesting. And no beacons.
Oh, Aster makes
Aster
it.
comes
Oh,
up.
there we go. That's
Good
what they were
two by
looking for.
Aster.
That's what it's all about. Gets the
Three!
three.
Get the quad! Wait, get the quad! Get him! No!
Aster's playing. Aster's
They have 16 clams, but no power.
no communication either. Floundering with 9 clams. Aster has to wait.
Thing that Tri can do here is really punish this ledge.
Yep. Tries doing exactly what you talked about, but gets dropped on.
A good defense.
Still, 65 count remaining. That was a pretty good score of 35 clams for this side of PMU, and now Pies having to establish their positions.
I can tell that this blob is going to be key in getting control of this map. The blob outputs so much paint in such a long and flat map.
Yeah,
It's going to be...
not even the flings that can contest.
Right.
Kgal moving in, gonna drop the Booyah on that try.
Tri is down.
Oh my goodness, gets lasered. That's terrifying. I hate Kgal.
They have to be... They can't drop here.
No, they
PMU
just
cannot
did.
drop here, otherwise they will lose this game.
Plan B staying the course, flicking up.
Wisely flicking.
Yep, and they forced them out. Interesting jump outs, but understandable as they're very close to specials.
They forced them out without getting any kills. That's really interesting, but with the output... The paint output of that Flingza kind of pushed them out.
Yeah. I don't think it was that they got forced out, is that they chose to left. They could have definitely stayed and hung out, but now we see they're all up. They have close to specials. Nothing really bad happening to them as opposed to...
It looks like you're right. They get a second push immediately.
Yep,
And they might be
Booyah
able
Bomb
to score
coming
off of
out
this.
from the bottom. Cynthia's stuck in the useless. They're going to swim up the...
The
ramp.
Booyah Bomb gets a kill, and this might be deadly.
Yeah, 38 is already a big lead, and they're continuing and continuing. We hear PMU getting flustered over there, unfortunately.
13.
Big
This has... They have to run that basket now.
Yeah.
They have to defend this, otherwise the game will be over and the set will be over. There's
One more
only
clam.
one clam left. There's someone with 4.
Oh,
Wait!
stop it.
They have to be careful about that rail.
No, Warmonk sees it. Warmonk's
Oh!
Warmonk saving the game.
Good
Calling
defense.
out that blob. Pi still has map control, though. This is important to note.
1, and it looks like if Pi manages to push one more time, they'll win the game.
Aster found out and destroyed by the bomb rolling up the ramp. 10 missiles on Cold, but that's not going to fluster him. He has plenty of paint to move back. 2 down on the side of PMU makes it even more
Looks like
difficult.
Cold got like 20 missile there. And you can see why he's outputting so much paint. It's so crucial for PMU to try to take out this blob.
Blob's just hanging back, has the rain, ready to defend.
Dino is striking, and it looks like Aster
Oh,
has been feeding a little bit too much. They weren't able to create anything recently.
yes. Dino unable to take the long angle, has to play for the ramps. Might be marked by the thermal ink on the blob, and it seems that they're...
Can they capitalize?
Kgal's been
Kgal
taken
goes down.
care of. This is huge.
4v3. This
Missiles
might
come
be an
out.
opportunity.
Missiles come out. Toasty on the flank on the ramp, though. This is difficult.
Dino has to get this kill.
Does not get the kill,
Does not get the
but
kill.
has the Booyah Bomb.
This,
Three down,
only the
hits Booyah
K-Gal.
Bomb.
Only the K-Gal is left. And let's see how they play that.
Interesting Booyah throw. Not sure where the flanker was on that. All of them coming top left. Cold with the blob, making it miserable for the K-Pro to score those clams. Plan B with 1 clam waiting. 30 push, though. This is big. Oh, Plan B gets 1. Does not get the second. I think that PMU has to wait and build another clam and specials for the end push.
PMU does a good job of not committing too hard and losing everyone. They still have clams and they still have somewhat mid control.
Yeah, 19 clams, including that power.
This is still anyone's game. There's only a minute left.
Indeed, we're on an even playing field right now. Focusing awfully on that left side is Pi, and they win against Plan B. Moving
This
in
is
the
the push.
rain, the Booyah.
This might be the push to knock out.
It would be the push if they had a power clam, but they don't right now. They're still
have 10
sharing amongst
clams.
themselves.
We can see if they can make something happen here.
I think they're building to Toasty right now, but Aster's in the middle there.
Aster
They
might
can't
get
really
punished
work
here.
with it.
Punish.
Oh.
Punish
Oh.
him. Don't let him get away with that.
PMU has 2 power clams, but the missiles are stuffing them in.
Oh, PMU
Oh, no.
goes 3 down. This might be the end of the game.
Toasty at their basket. Plan
But
B.
touches gets 2, but 14.
They don't have enough clams. They don't have enough clams, but that doesn't matter. If they can even score 1 clam after it goes
It's
up.
only
oh, no.
1 clam.
Literally 1
it's
clam
only
again.
1 clam. They have to be extremely careful here.
Watching the left rail, I don't see anything
Okay, Aster
there.
has to. Aster gets one. They have an opportunity here.
Armor from Aster.
This push
comes
might
up to
be
start
it. They have to get one more pick
Sees
if they
the
want to
person
create
on
something.
Kagu.
This K-Gal might ruin his life. It's
K-Gal
a trade.
trade. This is
3v3.
big.
They don't have
Booyah coming
much
out.
time,
Dynamis
though.
is coming out, flooding in.
They need to put that clam in the basket. Oh, and
Dino turns around, gets the
Dino's
pick,
the
but
last
there's no
one. They
room.
don't have
Big
time. They
armor.
have to feed to basket. Otherwise, they won't be able to get
Oh,
in time.
unfortunate. That seals the deal for the spring 2022 in-house.
Pi wins the set.
Pi wins the set. That is grand finals. Ryan is falling asleep. He is collapsing, and it leaves it to me to crown Peas I Don't Eat as the spring 2022 in-house champions.
Looks like Pi, in that scenario, had very long pushes that prevented PMU from really getting back in.
Good games overall.
Games overall.
Huh?
It looks like we're trying to decide whether to play a third place match, depending on the time. Yeah, so that'd be best of 3.
All right.
It looks like we're having a third place
Sounds good.
best of 3.
All right, we will be doing a best of 3 out of the maps for your third
Aster trying
place
to
match.
grab E Wang and drag him out of the commentator's chair.
It will not happen. I am too strong. He is a head shorter than me. It will not happen.
That is true.
I will leave on my own volition, and with
E
that,
Wang wins the matchup 10 times out of 10 due to his height.
I will see all of you on stream for the third place match. Gal versus RPG again. Thank you all for coming in the meantime, and I wish you all a good evening.
So,
You like low-key fed on P-Pick clams
oh,
at the
absolutely.
beginning.
Absolutely, at the beginning.
I mean, we should, right? It's not like
Well, no,
it's best of 3.
no, it's because I don't know where you're.
If you guys can turn on the caster cam too, that'd be cool.
I don't. Is it working?
Does it work?
I got split to sit.
You don't have to do the. You don't have to edit the names though, cause like
It doesn't matter.
like we're all here. Are we unmuted? All right. It looks like we have Aster and Mizuno joining us. Aster having lost grand finals, Mizuno having won. Let's ask Aster about his thoughts on that set.
Man, when you play nothing but cheese and then you have to play a pickup,
Yeah.
it was so much fun. But wow, I rely on cheese.
I think it comes down for these drafted teams. It really comes down to whoever has the most like synergy. Like I think
Weapon-wise, I feel.
Weapon-wise, yeah.
Yeah, like because like all these teams are just thrown into it together, and it's like if, like whoever drafted the teams, it's like you got to pick the best like weapon combos. 'Cause otherwise, if you don't, you're gonna have a really sad time. I think it worked
Yeah.
out. For us, for me at least, it did work out. So I'm pretty happy.
Mizuno boasting about her win over Aster. Aster is defeated in the chair.
Man, second place like twice in a row.
Twice in a row. Oh, that's devastating. It's okay. I think I got like third last year. Let's get it rolling. Best of 3, third place. We got 3.84 times 10 to the power of 2 versus the real professional gamers.
Right, and we know from these two teams that they have two chargers that like to duke it out. We'll definitely see another charger duel. You can see whether Ewing fares better this time compared to last time.
I do suspect we will see a E-liter duel on that zone's albacore.
Oh my god, that's so
It
painful.
is E-liter heaven as long as they have somebody guarding that left side.
Right. I would
Yeah,
even
across-
suggest E-liter, C-liter with beacons. And then
Could work.
Ewing should convince his team to play 3 more beacon weapons.
True. Quad beacon.
It does work.
underrated.
I feel the reason
Trust us.
Aster lost that finals because he didn't run enough beacons.
Right, of course.
True.
Of course. That's obviously the answer. Clearly.
It is.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, this is a pretty crappy map. In my humble opinion.
I enjoy this map mode, but I just throw fizzies the entire game.
You can see the two front lines not enjoying this map mode, decided being bad front lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the sort of midline
This
weapon
is literally
map.
the
Yeah.
midline map. That's why we ran Crepited, K-Pro, and then
Yeah,
forgot
we
about
ran-
Paint.
Yeah, we ran K-Sheen
K-Sheen.
and K-Glutes. Because
Yeah.
we really... Fizzies are overpowered.
Fizzies are great. Yeah, what can
On
you say?
this map, specific, like... It's dumb.
Aster landing a splashdown in that albacore game. I
Yeah.
don't really remember what else happened, but he did land a splashdown.
There were two splashdowns that were like absolutely crucial, and like I couldn't get it at the. I think it was the second one.
Because
I'm
you
so mad.
guys booyah'd zone.
Back
Yeah.
when you get
So
any
I knew you
kills
guys
off
would
that.
push in. So
Yeah, because I saw the jump, and I was just like, I'm pretty sure that's a splashdown, but I want to capitalize on it because I'll send people scrambling, and then it just failed. Absolutely wrecked me. SOS.
Looks like I feel these two teams will definitely have a lot more fun on this map than the two quad frontline teams.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow,
Yeah.
quad frontline making it to finals and the teams with backlines. I wonder what that says about the meta.
V Squeezer being played on Sturgeon TC.
Oh, shut up. I had nothing else like.
Machine
Machine,
does
Machine
good
again.
on
Because
Sturgeon
you could have gone.
TC.
No, David,
We
because you
had
could
no
have gone.
we had no answer for
K-Go?
spinner and K-Go.
I mean, Machine is spin.
Nah.
It's better than Squeezer.
All right, third place match. Woo! Let's go.
That's a lot of LDE.
Both sides running an E-liter.
Ah, to be expected. E-liter duels. Hey, spectator, put on the E-liters. Let's watch the E-liters.
Notably, Yum is running Respawn Punisher and Ewing is not.
Oh,
Right.
but that actually matter.
I mean,
Oh shit.
leaders usually run Respawn Punisher, and Yoon running Respawn Punisher is no surprise. And she does get those picks. If she gets those picks, then
They mean a little bit more.
right.
Oh yeah, in the long run, it's all about the long con.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is just. I mean, Gal's got a good hold on this for now.
They've got a nice sticky lead.
A good
And they get a
pick.
good pick. Missiles are gonna come out.
This rapid
Oh
somehow
my
gets a
God.
kill with the rain.
The rain gets the
Cool.
kill, and that's gonna secure them the zone maybe if they can
Oh, yeah,
get
that's a
people
zone.
off of it.
Yep.
And what did he die to?
A good
Oh,
pick
that
to
was
the
the-
leader. That
that
was
was-
the leader.
That was Yumta.
Leader peeking
Insane.
and taking that pick and respawn punishing.
Oh, I was about to say. I thought
That
Yuka
rapid.
got that. Oh my god.
Insane.
Two
Yumta already
cracky
with-
leaders.
Yoon
Oh.
Ta with the 3
Three
picks.
flats already, and it's only a few minutes into the game. 2 down on the side of RPG.
You think that Div 4 players would know any better? Looks at this Div 4 player. Nah. Nah, I don't know any better.
I
It
think
looks like RPG's getting pretty locked out right now.
right.
But they do get a pick. Can they use their 2 special advantage to try to push into zone, or are they going to wait for more? It looks like they're going to wait for more, and they get
They have to
picked
get
off.
this jump
That
cancel.
jump cancel is
Oh,
going to
Leader
that's
has
huge.
too much range.
That jump cancel is huge.
Across
It's going
the
to neutralize zone, and they need to get a penalty soon.
They didn't capitalize on that jump kill. They're sort of just sitting in their base, not able to really get in the zone. And Yoon
Oh.
wins the leader duel, banishing Yi Wang to the depths of Respawn Punisher hell. Oh my god! The amazing juke to the spec.
Wow, that was a pretty epic moment.
They juked the commentators, but they did not juke the players.
Yum sitting in zone.
And it looks like it's a KO.
And it's a KO.
Very
Okay.
clean KO.
Game
I feel like
point.
there's a backline versus backline. It's just how much pressure can each backline put, and how can the other players capitalize on picks.
Right, in that game, we can see Yum was able to pick off a lot of players and send them to hell.
Respawn Punisher, I mean that extra special drain, that extra like half second to second of respawn timer, it matters a lot.
Right.
It pays off in the long run.
Like 1 + 1 + 1 equals...
Like 1.
It does not equal 1, for sure.
We all go to Purdue.
We
go
are an
to
engineering school.
We are a STEM-focused school.
1 + 1 + 1 + 1.
You'll figure it out.
3,
You got it.
3, yeah.
You got it. See, I told you you'd figure it out.
Right,
You got
Counting
it.
on fingers never fails, gamers.
that's true.
No,
I should
you know,
use that
you know the
during
9,
tests.
you know the 9 multiplier trick was when you go on to go like 9 times 3, and you go with your fingers 1, 2, 3, and it's
Don't do that.
27. Were you not taught that as a kid?
No, I just multiply by 10 subtract.
I just
This is
multiplied
better.
by 3 and did...
But this is like a
I didn't-
cute
I
way of
went-
remembering
I
of,
went
as a
straight to the
kid
number
is like
instead
how you get a number.
I just multiply by 10 and subtract.
Okay, whatever, weirdo.
Rainmaker
Standard.
Blackbelly,
Rainmaker Blackbelly is an
not a
interesting
charger
map.
map.
It is absolutely not a charger map.
David, how did you feel when I pulled the same trick that I did?
So I thought I killed the beacon, and I just didn't see the jump.
I'm surprised
Uh,
David didn't see any of the flanks coming.
I mean, I killed all the beacons.
but it's just that
Mizuno,
I can't-
Mizuno just fed the Rainmaker multiple times because she's a brush.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. It was only like I can show you the 2 clips, like literally side by side, almost exactly the same ink trail.
Hey, I went to go take beacons.
Oh yeah,
You did your job.
It was
did my job.
It was a distraction.
I
You
did
get
my
the
job.
beacons, but you don't get Isabel.
I did my job.
Here, I'm infiltrating the conversator section.
Hi, Jack.
Hello.
Hi, Toasty. Welcome.
No, you're just
Oh,
doing
God.
too good at your job.
Yeah, we got a little assistant here helping out.
They're very small with deep voice.
I remember
Right.
the other day we were telling Mizuno with that brush she has to feed more. I mean, to flank more. And she did end up doing that, taking our word to advice, and like eating the Rainmaker.
Beat the
Yeah.
Rainmaker.
I did just that. It was it paid off. It literally send you guys into a flurry.
I am
wait.
wondering though if people are
Yeah,
going to
you're
run
perfect.
Stingray on this now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a traditional backline.
Traditionally, they would both be running CJ.
Traditionally, both C doesn't come
And
out.
we have a VJ
We have one jet.
and somebody who respects themselves.
Well, we know that UN has some sort of... Wait, that's not a C jet. That's a V jet.
Yeah, it's a VJ. Hey, wait, that's Beacon Man. That's Beacon Man. Let's go.
Wait, Beacon Man. Wait, where's
Yeah,
Be-
the
oh,
crack-on
Beacon
roller.
Man.
Beacon. We have a V sploosh and a V like.
Oh, look at Koreki just going.
Wait,
in.
Koreki playing the V
V-
sploosh.
Oh.
Um.
Oh.
Koraku's going on a tear. Is he?
He's
I
going
thought
on
that was a
tear.
player, but he just killed a beacon. That's basically a triple.
That's basically a triple. Can he get the quad?
Oh,
gets
my
the quad
god.
plus beacon.
Wow.
3 plus beacon
Okay,
is
but
a
this
quad.
this is actually the quad if he gets
No.
this though.
Oh. Oh.
No quad. This is going to be
Koreki.
a 3-4 down situation.
Looks like that quad meant literally nothing as Gal moves up and pushes the Rainmaker.
We're gonna take
You
block.
feeding the Rainmaker.
No.
The thing about Rainmaker on this map is that you want to push through their maze. If you go into hills, you're kind of screwed. Rainmaker's feeding the Rainmaker.
surrounded by purple paint.
Somehow, something happened.
Something happened.
The sprinkler doing its job, popping that Rainmaker. There's no water to jump this Rainmaker off, so let's hope that nobody pulls a Mizuno and feeds the Rainmaker for RPG.
Y'all better be checking them out.
Sploosh goes down somewhere. It's
Okay, there's all.
a
It's
really
fine.
nice
It's fine.
pick for Gal.
It's fine. It's fine. They're good. They're good.
It's
They're all good. It's fine.
Gal goes 2 down. They
Uh-oh.
do have missiles ready.
This is the
to stop
opportunity
this.
for RPG. They have to
They
go
have
with
to
this.
get this. This is a huge
Oh.
pick. If they can get it, they get the
Oh,
pick. They keep
that's
going.
Sploosh is
And
not.
they get the and they get the jet.
Sploosh.
Get the beacon.
Nice 3.
But no one's grabbing the Rainmaker. Okay, now they got the Rainmaker.
Gal gets the Rainmaker. See a
Come on,
splash
Gal.
down in the
You
corner.
have to be careful about this.
The roller.
A
Beacon
roller.
Man strikes again from the depths of hell.
This is why you never take it through suicide. It's called suicide for a reason. You kill yourself if you go there.
And this is gonna be another chance for Gal to just push that Rainmaker, keep up the pressure, don't allow anything
Uh-oh,
to
one
happen.
goes down. Yep.
Missiles come out.
Here goes the cars begin to
I don't know
tumble.
why
Two
people keep
down.
pushing up this ledge. Go to the right.
Go far right or go like
Maze,
straight into
take
hill.
maze. Take in the maze.
Take it to maze or go to hills.
I do
Pick
suppose they
one.
don't have a tent, so like I guess
Oh,
that's
good point.
a good point. I'm
I-
just not used to that.
I'm too over reliant on 10
Oh, yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, I tap.
It's kind of, it's really sad. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. No biggie.
We got both useless specials up right now, and one of them gets popped. The splashdown does not find any picks.
We can see if the baller is equally as useless as that splashdown was.
Baller sucks.
Sploosh
Baller
goes
doesn't
down,
count.
and
Oh!
Blob gets a huge pick. But,
E-Wing goes down
E-Wing
though.
goes down. It's another 3-down situation.
It's just
for
a CDS right now. or
RPG
VDS.
needs to actually make something
These
happen with these
missiles-
Rainmakers.
This Rainmaker is so hurt.
Oh!
Trying to push up the same thing. Gets it.
They
and
keep
dies
going the
again.
same place. I swear to God, take it somewhere else. I'ma kill y'all.
They need
Threats
RPG
are being thrown.
needs to outpace these beacons.
They need to stop just letting this Rainmaker sit and actually fiend to push in because they don't have that much time left, and 35 is not that much of a lead.
No, absolutely
not safe.
And their sploosh gets picked off again.
That's devastating.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
the flank coming
Beacon
in. The
Man.
roller is going to smack
And
E-Wing.
these missiles.
Wait, will
there's
this
so many
Bubbles
missiles.
get this lead? They
No,
weren't able to.
Too many missiles.
Too many missiles. Looks like there's someone still in their
There's
base.
someone
We
in
can
their base
see if
still.
this flank gets
Where
anything.
Where
The Forge.
Oh, useless special.
Useless special comes out. The Forge backs up.
The Forge is still alive?
Forge
And
is
gets the jump out.
insane. But well, we can see if they are able to capitalize off that 1 minute long distraction, or will nothing happen.
The Forge made the deal with the devil.
Where's that
My
beacon going?
God.
Where's he jumping? Jumps back to snipe.
Pal has too much paint in mid. RPG needs to. Gal has too much paint in mid. RPG needs to do something.
They keep taking it to suicide.
They keep just
Every time.
every time.
And
Giving RPG a nice chance to maybe keep
Oh, but
going.
the bubbles goes out. Oh, that's a
Ah,
devastating kill, though. Those
the
bubbles.
jet.
Here comes Utah.
someone needs to take it through a different path. I'ma kill them.
Almost at the river. Gets on the
They
block.
get on
They
the
get
block.
They don't make the jump.
They don't have enough paint to do anything with that though.
That's 2 down.
The roller.
Roller gets a pick.
Roller gets. This roller is.
Roller does go
absolutely
down. Doesn't
making
get the
this-
jump out. That's a 3-down situation. RPG needs to make this push count, as it's likely their last push.
I feel like there's a flank somewhere, but like I can't smell it.
There's the beacon.
There's.
Drop
the
roller
beacon.
gets 2.
This
Beacon
No.
No,
jumps in place.
this Rainmaker is an awful
And
position.
that's a 1,
9
and
seconds
that's going
left.
to be the game.
Will that be the game, or will be able to activate creative mode and fly it to the other side of the map?
No. No, they will not.
In another life.
And that is the third place match. Pal.
Gal.
It's Gal.
Gal takes this. Gal takes it.
Gal takes the set 2-0, and that does it for third place. Whoop-de-woo. That was spectacular.
Jet Sculpture makes me sad.
Yeah, incredibly sad. But that was a strong showing by all of these gamers.
FFX going crazy with the 18 bomb.
Oh, woof. Wow, impressive showing by Gal there. Fantastic job. Well, I think that's it. That's
is it.
That's
That's
the
the tournament.
in-house. The spring 2022 in-house has officially come to a close. Any last final words before I send us off?
Thanks
Tap
for
is
coming,
disbanding in a
everybody.
month, by the way.
Hi, Ethan.
Yeah, as all of ITAP is here, we
Hi.
are 1 month out from Mizuno and I graduating, which is a bit of a somber month.
Right.
ITAP will end in a month.
I will
Mark
tweet
your
out the
calendar.
announcement. ITAP will be gone in a month. It was a good run.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah,
Like,
make sure to
comment,
like, comment,
subscribe.
subscribe, bookmark it, retweet it, quote private, quote retweet it, ratio it. Yeah. Well, speaking of disbanding, we had 2 other legendary teams disband today, Illumini and Cap.
They did
sort of
not-
going into a hiatus. I'm gonna count that anyways.
Close enough.
And ITAP will join them very soon.
Pretty
Watch
much.
Friday Night Friends.
All right. I think that's it from us. Thank you all for tuning in from the folks here at Splatoon at Purdue. We're going to head on out. I think we'll be rating Friday Night Frenzy. Be sure to tune in to Friday Night Frenzy. That is going on live right now.
Friday night
What?
Friday.
Come on,
It's Friday.
I like how Popgun called it Five Nights at Falcon.
Friday.
Tune into Five Nights at Freddy's in like two minutes.
2 minutes.
All right. Get us out of here, Toasty. Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
Forever.
Aloha.
Bye.
Wait, everybody's trying to make a feature.
Yes,
Yeah,
I want a
everyone's
feature.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yes, the Wiggly Phantom shirt. Squat out a little bit. Squat out a little bit.
Gone but not forgotten.
Gone but not forgotten, indeed.